Soccer deuce.
The deucer.
Hello and welcome to Holding Action. We tried. Welcome to the show. We are all set for a lot of exciting, fun stuff. I mean, you can literally just plop that.
But there's a trash right there.
You could bleep that all day. What's up to our action junkies out? Okay. What's up to our action junkies out in the house? Welcome to Holding Action, the show where the chaos and combat is controlled by the rules of Dungeons and Dragons. As per the usual, we are set to get into some fun bidnaps. But before we do, we have... Is it demonetized?
Well, what's in it?
Bidded in the ass. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You missed my stutter.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know you.
I feel like we need a
Rude for you to
blacklist
call
from
attention to that, actually.
That's my bad. That's
current year.
predetermined demonetized.
That's the thing. We are set for some fun. We're gonna get into some good happenings. We're gonna get there very quickly because we need to. But before we do, we are going to make some announcements. Some actual announcements as opposed to us dicking around for 5 minutes before we start the stream. That being said, we're going to first kick it over to, I want to say, Miss Jacqueline.
I mean, we can, but that was not the plan. I'm going to take it over from here.
We're going to start with Sproigins.
Okay.
All right. Hola, hombres.
Nailed it.
So,
Oh, I feel left out.
real quick. Hombres,
It's both. isn't it?
Magusta.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I'm sorry, native Spanish speakers. I am so white trash America, don't know any Spanish. Anyways, disregard all that trash.
Disregarding.
I want to tell you about our schedule. So check it out. If you're free on Wednesday nights and Sundays and Fridays, maybe you should hang out with us.
That's how most people name those days.
Yeah, because you know what we do on Sundays? I play Dark Souls and get whipped.
Yeah, brewer.
You don't get good.
Not even.
But it's great.
It's the one game that I progressively get worse at the more I play it.
You
Yeah.
do get thick though. So like,
Yeah.
that's-
So yeah, very thick. That heavy, thick roll.
Yeah.
So noon to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time every Sunday, Michael.
Yeah.
You can catch me getting washed on Dark Souls every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can catch Deej playing Elder Scrolls Online with his orc character Torkels Borkson. You know Torkels Borkson because he's an orc.
Yes.
Yeah.
He made a Charles Bronson orc.
Thick boy.
Torkels Borkson.
We made a thick boy.
Yeah,
Round mound.
big boy. And then every Friday at 7, we're here doing the Dungeons and Dragons.
Where you're at right now.
Yeah. So if you're just catching up,
Close.
or this is your first time, you haven't been back for a while, you can hit our YouTubes, which is Holding Action. We got all the episodes there. And while you're there,
Even
maybe,
some from other shows, like you
Don't
just
you know?
get that.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're watching the Barbie Dreamhouse thing that is on YouTube, maybe also just slide over to Holding Action and just slip a follow.
We want to establish that recommended
Subscribe
linkage
on
content. Yeah.
Oh, subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's free.
Bam.
Ah,
Yeah.
Nailed it.
do
And
nothing.
then also take that subscription over here to Twitch. Drop that in there.
You're just
but then
crushing 'em.
Follow for free. You
Also
can do that, Michael.
yes.
That's right
Make
there.
sure you're doing that.
Yeah.
So do join us when you're able to. Sunday, Wednesday, and Fridays, of course. I mean, look at us. We're all here. It's a Friday. So, like, what's up?
Yeah.
Make sure that you are doing that. That being the case, let's kick it over to Miss Hara.
Hey. Hey. I am super pumped. I get to talk about this. It's something that we've been working on for a really long time. We are going to be releasing it later this year, but I get to introduce the Curiosities of Curing Soul. It's a 5e adaptation that includes classes, world lore, feats, spells, and I have notes. Well, Pantheon for season 2. I was nervous to practice.
I need that.
For our season 2.
I need that.
Our
Michael.
season 2. Yeah, our start. Anyways, so later this month, what we want to do, because we're so thankful for all the support. So for our subscribers, later this month, we are doing a early release of our Phantasm class, including spells.
That's right.
That's right. And then every month we'll be
sounds
doing
scary.
a new early release
I mean,
from
pretty
Curiosity.
BA. Yep.
It's pretty awesome. So much work has been going into it, and it's just every time I see new content in it, I'm like, that's what's up. That's what's up. So get your subs in there.
So sorry, clip it.
Nope, he's still at work. I think Solari's still working. So yes, please make sure that you are around for that, but that is for subscribers only. Correct. Twitch subscribers. Twitch subscribers only for that cool preview content. We're going to be putting that out at the end of every month with more and more additional content towards the official release of Curiosities of Kieran Souls. So make sure you are getting your subs in now. We are going to be giving away that cool free stuff, those nice extras for our subscribers and supporters. So make sure you're doing that. Last thing. Skadi, would you please?
Oh, it's like the only third time ever you've kicked it over to me.
Yes. I mean, you know, a very special circumstance. So,
This is a special circumstance too. So, if you don't know this, welcome from out from under your rock. But June is Pride Month.
Right.
And so, because of that, I did not practice. So, this is all
Off the cuff.
I get nervous, so I do.
So, Twitch, they've got special cheer modes for Pride.
Yeah.
And, like, they're just fun rainbow emotes, which are awesome. But anyways, long story short, if you cheer bits with the Pride cheer mode, holding action is going to match your... Not really
Your cheer!
Cheer, yeah. I was
Oh,
gonna,
nice
not
job.
really
Cheer!
But it is. We're going to match it.
Cheer.
Yeah.
Cheer.
And we're going to donate said amount to the Trevor Project, which is a wonderful foundation that helps at-risk LGBTQIA+ youth that are in crisis, usually because their families. Yeah. So, please do the cheering with the Pride mode, please.
And then we
those
make the
bits.
donation.
And we'll make a donation to the Trevor Project.
Yes.
I'm so excited we get to do this.
Is everyone green right now, by the way? For sure?
No idea.
Everybody's...
I wasn't.
I am.
That's my bad, everybody.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I didn't have my mic on.
Okay.
Eat those bits.
Did you hear her though? Her thing? Her doodly dop?
No. So we will do just a very quick cover-up recap then.
I got it.
Nope. Make sure that you are joining us on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays when we typically stream 7 p.m. except for on Sundays, where our main man Sproig is going to be playing at the Noons. Noons? Yes. The Noons, playing some Dark Souls. We have a cool, awesome content supplement project coming up for 5e, and we are going to be giving away pieces of that content, starting with the Phantasm class, for subscribers only. So please make sure that you are getting those subs in, and we are going to be giving away cool 5e related content to y'alls. And then lastly, Skadi, I don't know if, no, we didn't. So give them the thing one more time real quick, the summation.
So, June, Pride Month. Twitch, special emotes for Pride Month. And cheer motes. You use those in our chat with the cheer motes and the bits. We will match your bit cheeringness and donate it to the Trevor Project.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
is a charity for LGBTQ.
So unfortunately, we had a much more like non-buzzy theatrical way of giving that to you, but please make sure you are jumping in and supporting those causes. Also, thank you so much for supporting us, and we are going to do everything we can to give back all of the awesome support that we have been getting. So thank you guys so much.
Dunka.
Now, with that being said,
Schnarr.
I mean, like, yeah, but we are gonna...
let us dive in by first catching up on last week's episode of Holding Action.
What is happening?
Did you do the people where the steeple
No.
whatever thing?
No, I did the other way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last week,
Uh-huh.
the party had made peace and separated themselves from the activities and sort of surreptitious traitors hiding among the people in the Gloryfell. Walker's de facto kingdom, wherein they had laid to rest his sister, wrested the curse from the land, and defeated the Death Knight, who laid claim to the broken mire, isolating the remaining survivors of the city into the relative safety of the keep. After doing a little bit of exploring of the surrounding area, the group found some interesting items, some of both note for their power and some of note for their strategic implementation, possibly.
And then others for their note for being a note.
And others for their note of being literal notes, mostly. We're going to qualify those as letters, and I'm going to take that joke away from you. So deal with that. And eventually, taking care of everything they needed to wrap up in the Gloryfeld, the party made their way to the Hells after a small celebration and the naming of a new flywing, and traveled to the Hells, taking the next step.
Past everything that happened in the mess hall.
Yes, we're definitely going to pass by everything that happened in the mess hall, but taking the next step towards pushing the initiative against the demon armies, specifically aiming to destroy the Infernal Engine, a creature that has been sort of slaved into a makeshift device, creating an instantaneous and rather sizable portal that allows the demon armies to move freely in a teleportation type of fashion. Shutting down the Infernal Engine could, of course, lay waste to the demon's organization and current siege of the holy city of Sanctera. But before they made their move, the group navigated closer, pushed through the Hells, also pursuing rumors and remnants of some long-forgotten memories. As they drew closer through the use of magic, insight, and a little bit of luck and experimentation, the group also came across Snar, Skadi's father, whom she has not yet seen in nearly half a century, I would gather. Though recently found to have been resurrected, has also been conspiring alongside the party to try and fight against the demon army. And their first meeting took place as Skadi's form dropped from a tiny little beetle, with the rest of the party hiding inside a very cramped necklace. And before a spell was cast in your direction, you said, "Dad?"
I mean, I did.
And he said, "Skadi." And the episode ends with Snar pushing forward and giving Skadi a large embrace. So, since you are all locked in a necklace, Skadi,
Giant.
what happens next?
So I'm gonna Dad.
Okay.
You're alive. Like, really alive. I didn't know if I'd believe it until I saw you.
Now he's still covered with blood and seems to have some cuts and wounds, as well as a rather large kind of burn, abrasion that's forming on the side of his hip. Seems a little bit weak, but still very much with it. I did not have the intention of meeting you this way. I owe you much in the way of an explanation.
With time, I owe you some explanations as well.
Dagalon told me not to expect exactly what I remembered. You should know there is an ancient order called the Guardians of the Line.
Dad, I've learned a lot about them over the past year.
Oh, well.
I think the explanation that I feel you owe me is probably very different than the one you think you do.
Well, there are creatures called souls.
You know,
And they see.
I'm very familiar with solars. We have one with us right now. So,
Televisions have color now.
Speaking of, I'm gonna let the rest of my party out. I've got like Dagon's daughter and got Spillion's son, and I've got Padir with me, so like...
Yes, I shall need to warn you of the coming threats. There is
Well
a
aware.
soul named Vessero.
Well... you know what, Dad?
Been dead a while.
Yeah, it's been out there.
Yeah.
Dad, how about in a little bit here, I'll fill you in on what I know, and then you can fill in any holes. But
Demonetized.
hold on, just hang on. I'm gonna let the group out. I'm gonna let the...
Snar smiles. You can still recognize dirty humor.
Yeah.
Even as a grandpa.
Those dad jokes, yeah. Okay.
Oh, he's a grandpa. He doesn't know that yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let...
Not technically a grandpa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Sorry, I'm in the necklace with a huge fire geode.
So I'm gonna leave Is and Jin in the necklace, but let everyone else out.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
So, real quick, we're also going to give a shout out to, we got Seanster,
Whoa!
wait,
Oh,
_P.
That's right. Oh.
all right.
Okay,
more?
was it the timing that threw you off? Welcome to the Action Junkies. Also, Oswaldo, 71 40.
Oh, that's the easiest
That's a
one
lot
to
of
find.
40s to drink, Oswaldo. Thank you for joining the Action Junkies.
Yeah,
And then my favorite
pour
friend
myself out real
and
quick.
or enemy, Swamp Witch.
That is one of the tightest names.
That is amazing.
Swamp Witch is such a tight name.
I had to drop it way down. Swamp Witch.
You need to
Swamp
get
Witch
it.
67. Also, welcome to the Action Junkies. Thank you guys for following.
Probably the best year to become a Swamp Witch if I'm gonna just tell you
Probably,
the truth.
actually, yeah. Like, far enough after the Salem witch trials, not far
Right.
enough where witches are accepted. Like, you get that
Right.
surreptitious
People were
middle.
experimenting with things around that time.
That makes sense. So, you guys, tumble out of the necklace.
So, Dad, this is Hara.
Oh,
This is
I've heard much
hi.
about
Dagon's
you.
daughter.
Yeah.
Sproigins. Sproigins' son.
Howdy.
And then this is the newest incarnation of Padir. This is Walker.
It's Avalonia.
Avalonia. And then this is Letus.
Oh, friend. And he, like, pushes towards Walker and gives him a big hug.
He doesn't...
Just kind of gives him the...
I'm like close up to his ear. Snar!
That's new. That's new. It's good to see you again, friend.
And then this is Letus. He's an angel baby, is what everyone keeps calling him.
I don't know what that means.
He's a solar.
You see Letus kind of just holding his shield and spear, a little frumpy, and
Meeting the folks.
and he kind of gives like a little courteous bow. Letus. Yes. Very well.
Aaron Gal. Okay.
The name is familiar.
Hi, Dagalon.
He had walked off previously to give some time and space.
Yeah,
Does not
I
seem
know.
to be
I
immediately
still said it.
So yeah, we are. I mean, we're here to, bust the infernal engine. That's the goal here, and we're hoping for yours and Daglon's
We are of a mind,
assistance.
it would seem.
Yeah, you look kind of rough.
Blue minds think alike.
It's entirely possible, yes. You'll have to explain the details of this at some point to me, but
That's a long story.
Are we safe?
I mean, it seems you're in an enclosed area. You are in what appears to be a stonework floor with cement, almost finished or mortared kind of walls. The heat is slightly less in this area, but still extremely hot. And it almost is like what you'd expect a factory under construction to kind of look like if it was made purely of stone.
Okay.
Did we happen to get a short rest in the necklace?
I'm going to say no, because you specifically did not say you were taking one, and
Okay.
you were all laying on a large fire geode.
I assume that would be the
so-
case, but just in case.
I don't want to rush your reunion, but we should figure out what we're doing. We're in the heart of it right now.
Yeah, Dad, we can talk more later.
Well, I think so. Here's the thing: is he looks real rough.
How hurt are you?
I am never too hurt.
Okay,
Well,
I can be.
Yes, Dagalon told me, and
I want to pat his shoulder. And I'm really sorry for the time when I was a child and I was told to kill you and I didn't. I'm just adding it, and then I'm going to heal him for 25.
okay. 25.
All I'm saying is, and I'll say it once again, and I'll drop it. If everybody feels like there's enough time for someone to get some 4 hours of sleep in, I think Walker and I could use it very much. Sonar looks like he could use a bath in the mansion.
How much time do we have? Does anybody know?
We can never be ready for such an undertaking.
I could get by.
I could get by too.
I'm kind of tapped on magic.
Does anyone know how bad St. Terra is? How close they are to falling?
They do not have long.
I mean, how much of the machine is attached to that, though?
If we take down the machine, they can't have reinforcements show up.
Their forces are already there, though.
Yes.
But not the chain,
Demon
as far as we know.
animals, creatures. A smart mind can defeat many at once, but if the chain is brought there, mass amounts of reinforcements, St. Terra will hold no chance. The chain alone could tear through the city.
Are we able to look in on the chain from this plane at all?
Do you have magic to pierce the veil of planes?
I don't have that much magic. I don't know if it's possible. That's why I'm asking.
I have tried up to this point, the last several days or so, to isolate. I have found nothing. No one nearby, at least. And I have gotten glimpses, but both I and Dagalon have sensed a presence nearby, powerful. Far more so than the paltry demons that seem to be guarding the gate.
Yeah, we can just go in there. I'm fine with it. I'm not as beat up as I always look.
The past 2 days, they have moved troops through the portal. Same time. Each day. Small contingents, but far too many for us to handle. 20 at most.
Do we
How much time do we have until the next one?
Do we have any idea on how we're going to destroy it? Is it easily destroyable and there's just a ton of guards, or
the Echo Crux can get overloaded in that?
Dagalon was not able to secure an Echo Crux, but he does have an idea.
Yeah. Well, I think he was the one that said if we can overload the Echo Crux that's already there.
overload it with what?
Our own power?
He's glad that you are here, I'm sure. He has asked me to reserve my most powerful magics to assist in destroying the Crux.
Maybe we should rest then.
Powerful magic.
If the pattern keeps up, a contingent battalion may be moving through the portal in the next several hours. If we attack it before, or we take a misstep, we may fall with them flanking us. Should we wait just a small moment to see if they will pass by? Hopefully they will, and we will be able to move in right behind them, assured that we will have a gap of time. However, if they do not, it is uncertain. They may come at any moment, or they may simply have changed their patterns completely.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how desperate they feel.
We've had a limited amount of time to appropriately recon the situation. We do not know where they are going or what they should hope to bring. Seems unreasonable they would send such small groups to Sanctera, but they are clearly being deployed for a purposeful reason.
Hara, do you have your bones? No?
Not for today.
I use them to ask a question, brother.
Okay, creepy.
I'm sorry, that's the question that I asked with them.
Okay.
This is the place where we landed when Rectus was outside the door and ate 40
Incorrect.
her.
That was up higher, right? We were down
Up
lower.
higher and on the complete other side of the infernal engine.
Okay, so we're in a completely different area.
Correct.
How tall was it in there?
Several hundred feet.
Okay.
Have
We're like inside of like a mountain.
Correct.
Okay.
Has anyone looked out there recently? And
We've tried to keep close eyes as much as we can. Obviously, we want to maintain a certain amount of discretion with our observations. I think they only have a clutch of a half dozen guarding the door at the moment. But there have been more. There have been fewer. We have been trying to discern the appropriate time to strike, and the moment of Sancterra's fall grows near, and we must action the information we have, I feel.
I think a lot of the main generals are at Sancterra. Rectus is there.
no, Rectus is heading to the Nessus.
That's not what he said to me.
What did he say to you?
He said he was at Sancterra and it
When
was
did
gonna
you
fall.
talk to Rectus?
The necklace I gave you that I told you to cheer into?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a direct line to Rectus.
I was just like chanting to Rectus.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works, but
Fuck you.
I'm afraid I would have to, at least from what I'm given to understand, have to agree with Hara. There is much confusion and confliction, but according to the execution of the plan we had worked out, we are given to understand that Rectus marches towards the Nessus with your father.
I think we should take out this infernal engine.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Are we doing it now, or are we waiting for the last crew?
who
to go
needs
through?
us to wait?
You.
No, I don't. No, we don't need to wait.
Snar was saying that there's been a consistent timeline of a bunch of guys going
Yep,
through.
got that.
So do we go before they come through, or do we go after?
We will
I'd say
go
before.
We're going before?
But the only time we
What-
would go after is if
what
we're gonna rest.
Snar's saying though, right? Snar is
If we...
at any moment they could come. So
Correct.
we could go now and they could literally just show up.
Correct.
How many are
correct.
there in each group?
upwards of 20, give or take.
How strong?
They all carry with them at least one commander and several lieutenants. They are small detachments, but they are formed and organized.
Do you know Obex
We have not seen him here, but we are aware of Obex, yes.
and his strength?
Yes.
How do they compare to him?
The commander of the Chain Army probably has very few comparisons as far as strength and power are concerned. But we have registered, as I said, a number of powerful sources nearby we've been unable to identify. So at this point you hear a little bit of clicking in the hard-soled, sort of spring-heeled boots come walking. Yes. Hello, Hera. Beautiful daughter. I'm very disappointed to see you here. But we are here.
This is
And
day one, right?
Yeah. Why are you disappointed to see me here?
we are about to fight demons in the hells. This is not what I wanted for you. But I am glad to see you.
We get to fight side by side. I'm like a little excited about it.
Sproigins. In any
See you
event,
again.
yes. We are of the mind that power still walks in these halls. The dust gathered underground here suggests this area is not frequented, and most of the traffic we have seen comes in and out of the blazing city. I'm inclined to think that if we move now and we do not understand the timing, it may be a fatal mistake. But if we do not know the timing, perhaps it means nothing to begin with. But I would also like time to maybe recover some power to destroy the infernal engine, or at least attempt. Snar, my friend. And he kind of gives him like that, like, I'm not tired, type of like stand up. Could do with maybe a small break as well.
Dad, I think if Dagon says you need to rest, you should rest, because the last thing that I want is to like see you again for the first time and then have you literally die right after.
I've spent the last 6 weeks navigating the blazing city. pushing towards these holes and gathering the information that has gotten us this far. I know who they have sent to reinforce the chain. I know where they are stationed. I know a great many things about the comings and goings around this very chamber. The portal has been hard to access and the infernal engine is dangerous. But I am always ready. And should I die now, I am sorry. I would like to be able to have the opportunity to explain myself before that happens. But I am ready. So must you be. Avia Kala. Avalonia, you carry with you your sword still.
Rejuvenated.
Glad to hear it, friend. Your mind is your own.
Yep. Right there.
He kind of looks at Dagalon like, it's fine, kind of.
Kind of.
So what's going on?
I'll have you make the call. I am ready to fight now if need be. I would exercise caution in any regard, but we are here at your back and ready to fight as you see fit. And he kind of starts making his way towards the doorway and kind of like crouches down low, peeks his head outside.
He's about to make us go.
There is just a few more than we are used to seeing there now. I count maybe 7. You see kind of like a little look of concern wash across Dagalon's face. We have seen as few as 3. When the guard changes, perhaps some are meant to leave with them. I do not know. 2 did from the last contingent. But again, we do not know where they are going. And getting to this point has been very easy compared to navigating the Blazing City. The last 3 days have almost been too easy, friend. And you see Snar kind of come back and sort of face the group. You're all strong.
Yeah, that's right. Clearly.
There exists no doubt.
How far away are they from here?
The drop down is about 150 feet. Push onward, maybe another 50 more to the source of the infernal engine.
It's like perfect. You can do the thing.
If we were to rest Snar, how long do you need?
Snar doesn't need a rest.
I mean, if he were
Snar
to
and
rest.
Dagalon, how much time would you need to be on tip top, about to blow
I
and...
would like to recharge some of my arcane energy, but my body and mind are fine.
How much long would that take, though?
It will take me some time. Arcane energy is difficult to replenish.
So like 8 hours?
8 hours. Like a full night.
Sproigins
A
can
good
go
night's
faster.
rest.
Yeah, I mean, it only takes me 4 hours. And Walker 4 hours as well.
Some of us have more refined, powerful magics that require replenishment.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
4 hours.
Snarl, looking at Dagalon and kind of about the same.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean,
I like him.
we
I
could,
demonetized in my head.
could go have orange juice and talk about love.
Is this some form of arcane ritual?
No. We just sit at a table and drink orange juice and talk about how much we all love each other.
I think I'm going to make
Do you not
that
do
lesson
that?
101 at the community.
You see Letus at this point kind of like step back a little bit and just kind of...
Harry's just gonna look at both of them like...
And he's...
Yeah, you're the only one that knows.
Letus kind of then jumps forward like, so...
I
ready
have
to
a
fight whenever...
bigger picture.
You know, I could just fight. We could just fight right now. We don't have to do any of that.
Will you magic people make up your minds?
I'm okay. I just want to make sure that the other powerful people have all the rest they need.
If we don't have the power to make it go boom, then because we don't know how to defeat it other than overloading it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think it's a creature. I think it's.
Legis actually pipes up. I am ready to fight, but I would be perhaps doing a disservice to the group if I did not mention that I could potentially benefit from a little arcane recharge as well.
Right.
How many hours do you need?
Just a small nap. An hour or so should do it for me.
Oh, he beats y'all.
Yeah, he's a fucking angel baby.
Yeah.
No, angel baby.
Where did that come from? The angel baby?
I have literally no idea.
It's when you came back, you looked like a little angel to them, and
I
so,
might have.
and then you
called
were like
you
the
an
baby
angel
brother
baby.
of the group, and so they called you the angel baby.
But didn't angel baby
Sure.
come up before that? That just solars are angel babies, or
Hey,
did it just sort of lead us
I don't
into
think so.
Let's put up the mansion.
So,
Well, will putting up the mansion set anything off that they will know where we are? Or should we
Put
just
it in a
camp out
wall.
here?
No idea.
No idea.
So while you guys are sitting there talking, for the first time the silence is somewhat broken. The still air and the roiling heat. You hear a
What is it?
Snar and Dagalon immediately get very quiet and start looking around.
What is that?
You hear the crack of a large portal opening up, echoing through the chasmy chamber outside. And immediately you see Snar drop to his knee and begin sliding forward, dragging his back leg and pushing his hand forward, almost moving with this rhythmic worm-like motion, but still completely at a lunged, ready to pounce sort of framework, and kind of just sticks his head out a little bit. And you see his arm immediately transform into this sort of tentacle-like extension. And you see him extend it out beyond. Eyes completely go white as his form holds perfectly still. And you see the tentacle retract back into the doorway, turn back into his arm, and his eyes snap back, the ice blue once again. Two more have arrived.
2 more
At the gate?
people?
Yes.
2 more what? Powerful ones or regular ones?
I do not know. From this distance, it is difficult to discern.
So 2 just
But
popped in.
Portal for 2 of them.
Can I
Yeah,
sneak
They
up?
appear to be the same size as the rest. I did not see any telltale reflections of metallic objects or weaponry from what I could gather.
I want to sneak up
Hara, you would have to get too close.
to the edge where he was looking.
He didn't look.
He used magic to sense.
I mean, it is barely... They are barely able to be seen from this distance. It is possible, if you are one with shadow.
Just
I was just
remember
gonna-
last time.
Look with the circle eye to see the true things.
Yeah, I remember how that went last time.
No, but that
that
wasn't the
was
true eye. That was the distance eye.
We have
they
found
can
that
see.
many of the higher level commanders, many of them possess the ability to see beyond what the reality in front of them presents. I would caution you against getting close, even with the arcane.
I just wanted to look from right here, literally at the edge with the true sight thingy to see if their shape changes at all.
I think my dad is trying to say, don't do that.
Yeah. But just so you guys know.
I think it'd be worth to know if that's Galfon and your mom, or
You mean my mom? You mean our mom?
There it is.
Galfon or both yours moms.
Y'all's mom dukes?
That would be something that I wouldn't be interested in, is trying to take down the Inferno engine and fight Galfon and yours mom.
Galfon has your armor though, Dad.
I have my first. Also, I've been working on something new as a makeshift replacement.
They stole it from me like 2 weeks ago.
You took it.
No. Yeah.
Did you also destroy my artifact room?
Destroy it? No.
Not
We took stuff though.
not us. There's like a bone dragon in there.
Stone dragon.
Yes, only meant to protect from intruders, any native to Kala.
No, it attacked me.
Well, I
Well,
think it
was it activated by someone?
Yeah, that you're gonna have to make a new one of those. That thing is destroyed. All the stuff in there is snatched and destroyed. So, but that's fine.
Everyone's zombies.
Took like 2 years.
Yeah, the
to
whole
make
town
that.
is destroyed.
Yeah, but then once we finish this, you'll have all the time in the world to make it.
And once we finish this, we can finish it when we decide what we're doing.
I think we should nap. That's my vote. Because I think my dad needs
To the
a
queen.
nap.
We nap.
To the what?
What?
To the queen?
Why are we putting our hands in?
I don't know, because I want to.
All right.
Is it like a new thing?
Yeah.
All right. What do we do after we put our
Yeah.
hands in?
I think
Woo!
nap.
Like just
Okay.
at any
Yeah,
time?
very unusual rituals for your arcane accesses.
Just, put your hand in.
Yay.
Decalon, put your hand in. Lead us. Put your hand in.
You just kind of.
Deej, do the hands. All 3 of them. Not demonetized.
Super demonetized. All right, so everybody is in this sort of de facto JV football huddle with the hands in the middle, uncoordinated as it may be. Are you casting the mansion?
Decalon, you think me doing very powerful magic in this room will set off some sort of...
They don't seem to track magical applications as much as have the ability to see through them more readily.
Okay. Then I'll go to the back of the room. I don't know what I'll break away from
We
the
already did
JV
it,
huddle.
Sproigins. We did the thing together.
Oh.
It's
That's
fine.
why. Well, I thought you guys were going to put your hand back in.
No.
Then I will cast the mansion in the back of the room.
All right, so the shimmering outline begins to fold up, moving around the door-shaped form, opening up, revealing the mansion inside. Are you making any adjustments with this casting at all?
Nope.
Okay. So the door opens. You immediately see Regnon just kind of moving through the entryway. Yes. And you see Dagalon open the door and step inside, followed by Letus, who's kind of just awkwardly moving forward.
Letus,
Yes.
can you come here quick?
Sure.
Snar, let me show you around.
That would be lovely. Do you have an ice room?
Used to.
We have a spa. I could have the Regnons dump a bunch of ice in there in one of the hot baths for you.
One of the hot ones.
I'll just,
It might make the...
I'll settle in after you give me the tool.
You know, I could have the Regnons build a thing real quick, and then you dump. Actually, under your bed still is ice.
Great, my dad can head there.
Yeah, I'll show you to Skadi's room. Under her bed has a ice bath.
Oh, excellent. A nice cold room would be a very welcome reprieve.
It's not really that cold anymore, but there is still an ice bath down there.
They could maybe move the ice bath
Okay.
to a not on fire room.
As it were, please lead the way. Skadi, I would hope to speak with you before
Bedtime?
what have you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please
I'll lead him up and...
give him the old grand tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the spa and the training room.
Yes.
Letus ends up coming back out. Yes.
Okay. So, like, remember when Dagalon showed up and, like, it was really awkward between Sproigins and Dagalon?
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
That's just for right now. Avoid that in general.
I can't make Sproigins any less awkward. I don't know. What would you
We're
like
not-
me to do?
We're just gonna.
If he says something silly, I'll distract him by stating a random fact.
You know what?
That will actually work.
But what I'm actually I think you should. But what I'm actually referencing is let's just not tell my dad anything about like our conversation 2 nights ago or last night or any of that. Okay?
Just 2 nights ago or last night.
Both. So like remember, you slept in my room last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're just not gonna tell my dad.
We're not going to say that's a secret.
Only from my dad right now.
That seems dishonorable.
You're not wrong.
Okay, if he doesn't ask, we just won't bring it up.
I think I have the perfect solution.
You know what, Ben? I'm just gonna trust you.
He begins walking towards it. Who's for coffee? Starts pushing it. Espresso, kind of. And he
Actually,
pushes
I
it.
shouldn't have coffee if I want to take 4-hour power.
Oh, caffeine before demon fights. Every time.
Damn it, I'll have it when I wake up.
All right. So,
Yeah.
what is everybody else doing?
I'm just gonna head up to my room, which is where I assume my dad is.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you to give Jen out.
Oh yeah, I'll let Jen out, but I'm gonna wait to get up to my room to let us out.
Okay, so Jin pops out.
I know. it must have been-
Oh, so
Is he
damn
in
hot
Sylvan or
there.
Ignan?
No, you don't understand him outright.
Okay.
And you see him like dart towards the entrance to the door as he gets out of the necklace, opens into the hells. It's immediately hotter, and he just keeps he's grabbing the air as he moves himself forward, pushing into the mansion. Hera's sort of fairy dragon with an attitude, kind of Elwoodsing his way forward as aggressively as possible. What is everybody else doing?
Hey, Dad. If you would like to rest, I have the perfect room for you. The one that you know which room it was. You exploded it.
That was the perfect room.
Yeah. It's all nice now, but it's got a good bed.
Well,
And the scary goblin's gone.
Yeah.
thank you, Avalonia. So, you have the perfect room set up for me, yes?
It's my room with a really comfy bed.
But the goblin no longer stays with your party, is this correct?
Yeah, we had the goblin stay with the people in the Gloryfell.
He chose to
helping
part
them.
ways with you.
It was safer for him there than with us.
Excellent.
Yeah, because he's kind of like a defenseless creature.
Well, I would love to take a very short rest in this room. You make it sound very appealing. I would ask one favor of you first. I have this. It is a small flower, you see. And he pulls out this kind of very dried, blue-petaled, almost pressed, kind of covered in this almost sheeny type of wax. This flower comes from my home. It is a large island far away from here, but I always carry it with me. I want to make sure you have something that really tells you where you come from.
Where is that?
Nubenville. It is a long walk and a very long swim, but...
Thank you.
Well, I would be happy to just give it to you, but I would like to perform a small protection ritual with it, if that is okay with you. Excellent. Would you take me to your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is great.
Okay. So, where are you leading him?
It's my bedroom.
So, as you arrive at the doorway, this is your bedroom.
I mean, like, it's the one that Anyways, here you go.
Stuff it.
Was this not the room in which your goblin ally was housed?
Right, I let him use my big comfy bed because he never slept in a bed before.
I've been at the top of the stairs doing the running man the entire time.
This is the room that was crafted for me by Sproigins.
Oh, yes, I see. So, in an effort to make your goblin friend feel more included, you allowed him use of your room when Sproigins created a new room for you.
Yes.
Well, if you intend to sleep there, I would prefer perhaps to protect that room and perform the ritual there. Could you lead me to that one?
Wait, I thought you had to rest.
The most awkward dad.
What do you mean go to that room? Like, why would you need to go into the room that... Because I'm resting down on the couch in the main room.
You sleep on the couch.
No, I'm just... Well, how long are we staying here? Like 8 hours?
I
4
do not know
hours?
how long you all stay here. It seems to be the place that you call your home away from home while you adventure. I simply want to make sure my daughter is protected, that's all.
Well, then this is the room.
This is your room.
He gets it.
At least he does.
This is Yulaway all over again.
Make a deception check.
I don't get what's happening.
Yeah, she does it.
I could have swore that you did.
I guess when you're in it, it's hard. You know?
Yulaway
Really?
all over
You
again.
don't say.
Demonetized.
Welcome to me in the fucking mess hall last episode.
Right.
Yeah, she's gonna fucking kill me.
Let's swing the loot around.
She's gonna murder me.
Love it. Love it.
18.
Very well.
Is it deception? Because she doesn't get it.
And then
I mean, like, it is my room.
he
I
begins
don't...
moving into the room and holding the flower, and you see some small arcane sprites kind of springing out before he sets it down on top of a small shelf where the artist easel normally would have been in the corner. Walks back to the doorway. A simple thing. Sleep well.
Well, where are you going? Is he leaving right now?
Well, with your room back, I figured I must set up my relaxation on the couch. I want to make sure you have your room. Please, I am a guest here. I would not have you out of your room on my account.
I'm not there.
What? I'm like 12 feet away, but I'm
I'm
not trying not to
what is
like.
happening, and I'm getting confused. I was just
Where are you going to sleep too?
I wasn't going to, because I don't sleep for 4 hours.
I think we're staying for. I'm not there.
You gonna sleep in the room with your dad?
Sproigins.
What?
Perhaps you could set me up with these, I'm sure, more than adequate couch sleeping situation.
Oh, we don't have a couch.
Why don't you just sleep in the bed? You're
you
the
wanna
one
sleep
who
in
needs
my
to
room?
rest.
Me and Hara could go somewhere else.
There it is. Yeah, I guess we haven't shared my room before.
Yeah. Do you want to sleep in here? I don't think my bed's as comfy.
Are you still doing the Running Man?
No, just cabbage patching now.
Yeah.
Doing the worm.
Just looking up at him?
Yeah. Come in that room.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna down the stairs.
Like a slinky?
Your room?
Yeah. I don't really have there's not really a whole lot of stuff in here.
Your and Hera's room.
Well, it's my room. Jen also has a place in there. It's just like a hangout room for the most part.
Sure.
Do you want to?
No,
you know what?
actually-
This is probably weird.
You know
Right.
what I think I will do? I have the perfect compromise here. I will not have either of you inconvenienced on my account. So, I have something very special. And if we're going to take a short nap, it should not be too much of an issue. Do you have any rope on you?
No.
Some fibers or cotton, perhaps?
No.
Excellent. Thank you.
Soft string.
And he rubs it between his hands and throws it, and immediately this small, love seat couch pops out in the hallway.
Yep.
Oh, you have a cast a couch?
Begins pushing it near the edge of your bedroom, totally out of the way. He just starts laying down across it.
Why didn't you just go in one of the
Just going to
beds?
have a small rest here.
I'm gonna. You kind of put it in front of the door a little bit. I have to step over you to.
Just pushing
we
it
can just
slowly
have
down
my
the
room.
hallway.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I don't think that's entirely appropriate, do you, Hera?
Listen, I just need a bed for 4 hours if we're gonna fight a thing.
Oh, Hera has a nice one, I'm told.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah, so I'll just go to that one.
Nah.
Night, Dad. See you in a few hours.
Night.
You guys make sleep so hard.
As you say it out of your cave.
Yeah, just coming out of the cave.
Yeah.
The bedroom cave.
Good night, Dagalon.
I'll just be right here.
You know, if you want to stay in the bed, Sproigins' room.
It's not necessary.
Okay, click.
He just kind of sits down.
Just gonna stew on the love seat.
Okay, so I was picking up what he was setting down.
Yeah.
He just made it seem like it was something even more than that.
He's just
That was
like,
also the goal.
Dad just got out of prison, hasn't been there for a while.
Yeah. All right, so
before I get my sleep, I'm gonna put something in the loot.
okie dokie.
Whatever does force damage, I'm pretty sure that's
Disintegrad.
yeah.
Okay. Also, we're going to take a quick sec. We're going to welcome Guppy and Piranha. All
Welcome.
one name.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Is that like
There's
the
been
new
so many good
that's like
names
the new
lately.
Cartoon Network show? Guppy and Piranha.
Yes. Guppy and Piranha, thank you for following. Welcome to the Action Junkies.
Hey.
Also, while we are broken, quick reminder, all cheers using that Pride Cheer emote. We are going to be matching donations to the Trevor Project, so make sure you're throwing that emote when you do your cheers, because we are, gaming and faming over here. Like,
Yeah, we're out here.
do some good.
And Twitch is giving you, how
Yeah.
long is it for a month?
For the month. If you donate at least 200 bits per time you donate, you get special Pride just emotes, and there's some that are really
the
cute.
chunky pride guy.
Chunky
Love
Pride.
him.
Yeah.
I don't think it's actually
Those
Chunky
are tight.
Pride, but anyways. So, Dagalon is now stewing the hallway. Hara and Sproigins have retired to Hara's room?
Yep.
I think is
And
this?
I'll use my mansion stuff to draw him like he drew me while he's putting the thing in
That's
the
so
loop.
creepy. Okay.
Well, he's doing the loop.
Walker, are you already in the cave?
Yeah, I'm in the cave. Quick sending before bed. Yule away. How far have you made it?
Okay, sure. Let me get my D10s out here. Where'd my D10s go?
Stole them.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
know,
We're
right?
in
So
danger.
we're not really,
of
because I wouldn't need to steal your dice. I have more than enough.
Yeah, you
have the
have
most dice.
way
I have
more
the
than
most dice.
The
We
most
counted.
assist.
She has more d20s, but I have more dice.
Yeah, so
I don't
I'll
buy sets.
wait for 5 minutes for a response and then I'll go to bed.
Okay.
Except it's not common.
There. Nope, that's not
I
it
need
either.
to get this dice set like already. This is my June dice set. I have two
I
of
think
them.
I also have a
So,
price set.
Skidi, are you doing anything else?
Well, I went up to her room and I assume my dad's in there.
He's not at the moment.
Oh. Is Letus in there?
He's not.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let Is out and put him in the fire.
Okay.
And then poke my head out, look down the hall and see Dagalon on a couch.
Yeah.
Dagalon?
Yes.
Is there a reason you're not like in a room?
There are many reasons why I'm many places.
You're just gonna sleep on the couch?
I do not intend to sleep.
I thought you needed to rest before we went and took out the infernal engine.
Maybe.
Okay.
Just snippy with
gonna-
everybody now.
Dagalon, I'm just gonna be real with you here.
I wish you would be, yes.
Okay. I know that you're upset about your daughter dating someone who you obviously, because you're not very good at subtlety, are not a huge fan of.
I am good at subtlety.
Okay, well, I am terrible at reading people and can tell that you don't like him.
Well, that was not subtle.
Right. So, you're just gonna have to, like, understand that that's just happening. And it would be...
What is happening exactly?
You know what? I'm just gonna be blunt with you. Hara may not want me to. Not that. But, just, they are dating, okay? They like each other very much. They are great with each other. They are adorable. It makes me like, oh, because it's cute. Because your daughter's never really had anyone in her life who's had her back.
And I would have been there if I could have.
But you were not.
But I would have been there if I could have.
Okay, that's fantastic. But but you were
I don't know
not.
what you speak of.
I know exactly what I speak of because my father wasn't there either.
And when he explains to you why, perhaps you will have more understanding. Until then, perhaps you will
I didn't
forgive
say I
me
didn't
my ability
understand.
to protect my daughter as much as possible.
I didn't say I didn't understand.
Can you guys please chill out?
Can you please go to your room and get some rest so we can go fight some demons?
Jesus!
You just
I
get
didn't
Robin
say
Williams.
Yeah, he just fucking my mommed me. This is what he did.
But she grew up on her own because you weren't there, and you need to be okay with the decisions she made. And she chose Sproigins, and he is good for her.
I'm sitting by the door being like,
Make a persuasion check.
With my pride dice. Except for I don't have the d20 out. Okay, so it's not with the pride dice because I don't want to dig just to have that dice.
Right here.
Son of a bitch, because that wasn't good, and I'm not using. Oh wait, we're about to go to sleep. I'm gonna use a luck.
Yeah, use the luck and then pride dice.
Better hope you don't get disturbed.
I know.
and that
Pride dice!
8 hours.
That's worse.
Was barely.
Persuasion, you said? I'm pulling a Hara. 13.
Okay, you rolled much better than I thought you did.
13 with that?
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, she's very charismatic.
That's true.
You see him stand up from the couch and begin to take steps towards you, his hands kind of folded on top of one another, almost kind of like using the tips of his claws to kind of grate the scales as he walks towards you.
Skadi of Kala. I understand that I think there is a great many things that have hurt and frustrated you over time. We have experienced much different from you, but of course, some terrible, some excellent. I only hope the things that you seem to linger and hang on to, where that anger comes from, I hope you understand at some point.
He kind of reaches out and touches your shoulder.
That is the terrible part that we went through. I'll go see what passes for a couch downstairs.
And you see him turn around and begin to sort of slowly walk downstairs.
I don't say anything, I just.
You gon' go.
And then. Dad, where's mine? I won't be able to talk to you that way. I'm gonna look around for. Yeah.
I mean, he's not in the hallway,
Right, I'm
very
gonna.
clearly.
Before you sneak off to find him, can I run out and give you a quick hug and then run back to the room?
Yeah.
That's what I do. You stood up for me. Starting with us fighting all the time and you hating me, now you got my back.
You are. Oh, you're going to look.
Yeah.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I'm gonna try this pride dice again. Otherwise, we're gonna have to switch to the other.
Just
rainbow.
do like before you did like a slide.
You need the baby hand.
This one is not good, but you said investigation is 10.
Let me see.
Nope.
Not good. Not a good dice at all.
From which you are. Are you like fishing for a die to roll?
I already rolled it. I got a 10. Now I'm fishing for my other rainbow dice so that I don't have to use the one that's rolling like crap.
Is everybody rolling investigation or what's happening right
Nope,
No,
I'm
I
making
was
the
testing-
dice go good.
Okay.
Testing her dice.
I'm giving it good juju.
So you don't automatically find Snar or Elitis, but as you are kind of moving through, you do
Right
pick
here.
up a little whisper of conversation that you then kind of track to the downstairs
Oh, yes, I do.
walkway. And as you get closer, you can kind of hear it getting a little bit louder.
Cletus was gonna do something.
Yeah. And so
I'm just gonna start chucking shit.
you need to get it together.
I'm sorry.
And as you are getting closer, you kind of hear sort of the mumbled tones of Letus and your father somewhere down in the training room.
I'm a sneak down. I don't want to interrupt the conversation, but I do want to listen to it. Eavesdrop.
Okay, so as you go down there, make a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
Other pride dice, way better, and my perception is on point. 30.
30. So as you go down there, you hear almost like the rustling of leaves or kind of twiggy branches, as if a stiff breeze was blowing through.
Stiff wheeze.
As a stiff breeze was blowing through a like sturdy bush.
Demonetized.
That's exactly the best way to describe the sound that you are currently hearing with a 30 perception. So the that rustling noise is kind of muffled with a.
He hit them up.
And then you hear your father's voice.
Yes, I understand, but I am a little concerned with how this even began or took place.
And you hear kind of the crunching and cracking of branches and shuffling of leaves again, and
I'm gonna roll for restraint. Hold on. No restraint.
And yes, that is one perspective to have. However, you do need to understand, after everything I have been through, I do not intend to have any mistakes of that sort take place now.
you hear it.
We have a mind.
Just like a bunch of leaves rustling and.
Excellent.
Everything important for in there.
And you hear sort of a larger sort of whirring or a whooshing kind of noise, followed by the crackling of branches and leaves again.
So this here is this is where we train, and so
I'm coming in now.
this is my favorite practice dummy here.
And you come down.
Skadi, I'm glad you are here.
What you guys talking about?
Your young leaders was showing me around the training room.
Yeah.
Leaders,
Dad, what
I
you
wish
guys talking about?
to have a moment with my daughter, if you don't mind. I'd like to speak with her alone for a moment.
You see Leah's kind of look at you for a sec. I'm actually gonna.
Bedroom eyes.
I'll just be nearby.
And he kind of goes up the stairs, and you sort of hear the footsteps taper off, probably somewhere just beyond the top of the staircase.
Yes.
What you talking about?
Sorry.
What were you and Letus talking about?
Well, there is a great many things. A great many things, both ahead of us and behind. Much ground to cover.
I'm in a feisty mood. You can either start this, us seeing each other for the first time in forever with like deceit and lies, or you can just be honest with me. So what were you and Letus talking about?
Your latest friend thought it would be a wise decision within the first 5 minutes of meeting me to ask if it was okay if he could marry you.
Mm-hmm. He's a noble guy.
I understand that the Southerners have different customs than us.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, I sort of feel like I've read in a book somewhere, is probably a little quick.
Meeting you, sure. I've known Letus a long time.
How long is that?
I mean, like, a year.
A year already.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am concerned about a great many things. You, perhaps most of all. You'll forgive me, perhaps, if I take to protection quickly for the sake of trying to make up for lost time.
I do understand that.
In any event, I wish to speak with you before I try to gather my strength for the coming fight. Me, Dagalon, Avalonia, and Spilion were one of 2 individual contingents of a group called Guardians of the Line.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
we were given guidance by a soul named Fezra. All souls have unique gifts, and his was to see through the strands of time, to predict and to see events unfold before they did.
I'm going to actually be digging for my stuff, and I'm going to pull out and hand him his journal.
Okay. Then perhaps picking up with where this leaves off makes more sense. Fezra had always given us our required tasks. Always, at every point in time, proven himself reliable. Said outlandish things, wild theories, but knew the most mundane of details, and should we follow his instructions to the letter, we always emerged successful. It's difficult to explain how this felt, but I hope you understand that his gift, whether it was real or not, is the realest thing I've ever known, perhaps. In the arcane world, at the very least. After we lost the pillar to Avalonia's sister, we made a mistake. Everything was meant to work itself out. All of the pillars were to be guarded. Some by friends, some by enemies. But the pieces in play were going to keep them safe, and we trusted and believed that. Avalonia was twisted.
Kind of twisted. Because, like, Walker's twisted in his own way.
Not his personality. The Shadowfell crippled his mind.
Okay.
Forced the plan to be revised. We lost the pillar. We lost Avalonia. And changed whatever was supposed to happen. We made a mistake. We came back and reported our failure to Fezra. He said we had but one option. Our chance was done, and the next Guardians were to collect it.
And they did.
I'm glad to hear it. But, and I'm sorry if I cannot offer you an explanation as to why. He said part of making sure that the Guardians were successful, we could not see our children again. Dagalon took it much harder than most. Spilion, I think, got away with trying to cheat closer for a while and recognized his impact was causing issues.
Dagalon didn't have someone happy and safe to leave Hara with, so it makes sense that Dagalon would take it hard. Mom was great. So don't... I mean, like, I've got my feelings about you not being around, but don't... Mom was great. And then, sure, you know what happened to Kala, and I had Troust after that. He took care of me for a long time.
Troust, a good man.
Mm-hmm. So, I know how important and big the journey you were on. I mean, I read the journal. I know how big of a deal it was. I am living it now.
What do you mean?
Like, we're collected the pillars. That's us.
What do you mean?
Do you not wonder what the heck I'm wearing?
I mean, you have all been adorned with incredibly powerful and interesting artifacts. That is not my focus or concern at the moment. Are you to tell me you are the Guardians
of the line? And then I'm going to use the Pillar of War to cast the, what is it?
Flame Blade?
Yeah, the Flame Blade. and just have it like chill. Because we're about to go to bed. So.
Snark kind of takes a couple steps back and his shoulders kind of drop. He was right.
Who was?
I do not know what pushed you to this path.
It's a long, very convoluted, and very crazy story that involves a lot of murder, but
It was a letter.
I didn't murder. It took me a really long time to kill anyone. No, not for a long time.
I'm sure the story is filled with all sorts of grandiose moments and mundane detail that nobody would be able to see in advance.
I'll tell you around a campfire back up at Call one day. How does that sound?
We could run the ice flats.
A little cold for me now, though. But
We probably have excess furs.
there's tons. But yeah.
Whole village worth of
Brutal.
It seems if Ezra told the truth. If you grew up with a father protecting you, ready to be there and sacrifice himself for you, to abscond you from any danger, the path you are on is not the path you likely would have walked.
That's probably very true. That
Much
sounds-
the same if Dagalon was able to wrest his daughter from the clutches of death. That's a separate journal.
That's a whole other thing, and we've got all kinds more information on that too, but that's for later. First things first, you need to rest. That's one of the reasons we put the mansion up, for you to get some sleep. So we can do this, but I think that right before we go destroy the Infernal Engine is not the time, because the longer we take doing this, the longer it takes for you to go to sleep, and then the longer we get to the Infernal Engine.
Yes, of course. The practical thing to do right now is to rest.
Right. So, I'm gonna put my hand on my dad's shoulder and be like, the most comfortable place in the mansion right now, honestly, is probably in the ice bath for you.
Actually, I would just have a quick word with Sproigins, and I will see that I find myself right there.
He's sleeping.
Yes, this is important.
So sleep. We just don't want that.
Yes. Well, we've all had a long time to sleep, have we not?
You know what? He only needs 4 hours.
Just him.
And you're gonna need a full 8, so like, if you interrupt him right now, he can start over and it's fine. Plus,
I think he only needs a 4.
Yeah, I only need 4.
Yeah. We did a high five.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Who needs 8?
I guess Dagalon.
Dagalon.
Dagalon. That was who I was.
Punk ass Dagalon.
Yeah.
Okay, Dagalon needs 8. So you know, you can go bother him because we're gonna be here for 8 hours anyway, and I already sent Dagalon to his room. So,
Sure.
I did.
Yes. Young leaders! And you actually... The door, like right at the top of the stairs. You hear the footsteps coming down. Just kind of like, yes? Sort of peeks down into the turn in the stairwell. Come close. And you see him sort of awkwardly walk up and stand next to you. Puts his hand on his shoulder. I'm sorry I smothered you with vines and vegetation.
You did what?
Only a little. Just a tiny amount. Not even... It was practically druidcraft.
Practically.
He's a good kid.
And he kind of gives him a little slap on the cheek, and he begins walking out of the training room.
He's not a kid anymore.
I'm sure he looks all of 30 years old. Wise he must be.
He begins stepping up the stairs.
He's an angel baby.
He used to be 18. Like 4 months ago. Not like we all used to be 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Letus, I am going to, I don't know where my dad's going. I'm gonna head up to bed because I'm one of those that needs the most sleep in this place.
Yeah.
So,
I will also try to get some rest.
are you coming with me or are you gonna?
You know, I thought about that.
Yep.
I sort of feel like your father being right there.
Yep. That's what I was thinking before
I'm
you talked to him.
just gonna curl up with a good book, as they say.
In your room?
Yep.
Okay. Just gonna grab his hand and squeeze it real quick and then head.
He kind of shortly and slowly begins following you up. Sproigins, you actually hear what is a rather loud rasp at your door.
At Sproigins' door,
Or at Hara's door, after maybe a across the hall, followed by
Sproigins! Sproigins! Sproigins!
Make it stop.
Walker, your cave door.
Yeah, literally just fell asleep.
Sorry, wrong one.
Why don't you guys know how to sleep?
Snore.
Ah, yes, Sproigins.
Mm-hmm. Do you need a bed?
No, there's a couch in the hallway.
Yeah.
It's just couch
What's
surfers.
up? Do you need me to have the Regnons make you something? Are you hungry?
No. I'm familiar with... I mean, they're different than I'm accustomed to, for sure, but I think I understand what is taking place. Your father, Spillion, how much do you know of him?
Not as much as I thought. Clearly.
I would have you know, since it seems as if there is a great deal you do not yet understand, none of us left by choice.
Yep.
And we were told that not doing so, by a source you can trust as much as possible,
At Fezra?
would have led to all of your deaths.
Yeah.
It is all we could do to protect you, we thought. Though some took it harder than others, and some of us obeyed rules much better than others.
Yeah, that checks out.
Your father did not.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. Because I've seen him twice. Or 3 times, I don't remember now. I've seen him multiple times when I thought he was supposed to be dead, and turns out he wasn't dead, and he just was traveling the land playing music.
Ah, I can assure you that probably was not the case. He, the last time I saw him, told me he was giving up on this hiding. A life without family, whether for you or for him, he thought not worth living. He went back to Benamir, he said. Traveled to your old home. Knocked on the door, disguising himself as one of his many, you know.
Yeah.
And the reason that he had come to see me is because he needed assistance in healing. Largely because an oafish dwarf had taken him to task. It's an unusual thing to know how all of the moving parts really work. But I'm given to understand that there is a gap in the delivery of some platinum bars to a certain noble house in Benamir.
That's interesting.
Now, those bars had to be delivered there. Noble houses aren't in the habit of making their own platinum, I'm sure. And I guess not all of the bars made it there.
Oh, weird. Benamir's quite shady, I've discovered.
Yes. It turns out that half of the shipment before it was delivered was diverted. You know, it's difficult to live in Benamir without a job.
Yeah.
Or social skills or hygiene.
Yeah.
To dedicate all your time to whatever it is you're interested in, you'd practically have to win the lottery.
Yeah. You would probably have to.
Sometimes I wonder if that dwarf had not been there, what your life would have been like, you and your father again.
A lot less interesting.
Maybe. Landella, always the kindest soul.
Yeah. Yeah, that Akis, real swell man.
Yes. Do you know what he does for money? Or?
I would never ask him what he does for money. I know
Whatever
what
it
he
is.
does with money.
He must be a smart fellow. What does he do with money?
He just puts it in his house. Just wherever he wants to put it. Corner. Get over there.
It's almost as if he has no care at all for it.
Yeah.
Your father missed you every day. In that beating, foolish as it was, I think he could have overpowered him rather easily. He had some theatrical idea for his unveiling and didn't want to ruin it by beating up what I assume is a good friend of your mother's.
Yeah.
Too bad that dwarf never developed a hobby, I suppose.
Yeah. Pretty good dude, though.
I'm inclined to agree. You will never find someone say that they like your father. They will love or hate him.
Yep. That checks out even for me.
If we part ways and I am not to see you again, or should I fall tomorrow, do give the dwarf a hello from Snar, would you?
I will do.
Well, I'm off to bed. So...
Hey, before you go to sleep, do you have any diamonds?
Diamonds?
Yeah. Even just one?
You need components.
Yeah. Just a diamond or a bunch. If you happen to just have like a backpack full of them.
A backpack full of diamonds.
Or just one. Just any of them.
You are from Benamir. And he begins turning and walking down the hallway.
That is a no.
And then...
Snar's fucking weird.
They're all weird.
You then have Snar enter into your room, Skadi, situate himself in the ice bath very quickly, it would seem, and begin doing his best to try and rest.
No questions about the giant geode in the middle of the room?
Oh, he definitely gives pause, does a lot of looking around, kind of looks at you for a brief moment, and then just...
Don't even care.
Just ready.
Good night, Dad.
Just buried under the water.
Try and go to sleep.
Okay. So, you all go to sleep. Rest eventually finds you all. And slowly, you all begin to hear footsteps rousing you at different times. First, a pair of pacing steps through the main hallway, one following the other, dull and subtle whispers seemingly going back and forth. And Sproigins, you awake to hear the signature boots and the somewhat high-pitched timbre of Dagalon and Letus seemingly talking about something on their way back towards the end of the bed halls.
Did you go to sleep or no?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
At the same time, the clicking of the heels brings Walker out of his trance, refreshed and rejuvenated. And then shortly, one after another, followed by the smells of an unusual breakfast that is undoubtedly going to take place, and the better timed coffee creation of Letus somewhere down in the kitchen. You all find yourselves moving downward into the central commune area where you go through your respective processes. Is anyone doing anything else? We will say you got a long rest in that time for the sake of brevity.
Hit dice, pillar roll.
What is it?
I was trying to make it
15?
No.
Nope.
It fell on the crack. And so it was on 20 and it was on 8, and then he did this and it went to 8.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right, so is
What's
anybody
this-
doing anything else?
It would have awakened
Is it a
for the fight.
Is it a straight
It would have
roll?
awakened for
No,
the fight?
I'm
Two.
All you have to do is roll a 20 and it's awake.
Is there anything that you add to those, or it's just a straight roll?
No, straight roll.
Crap.
The wisdom checks. All right, so what are we doing, guys?
I'll come down. Great.
Great.
Yes.
I just start throwing them.
All of you are given your typical sort of various accoutrement for putting the details together and making sure that your breakfast and everything are ready to rock. So.
Oh, I'm not doing that. Let's we're time.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
I'm
come
ready to
down
go.
fully ready to.
I've been waiting for y'all for 4 hours. Let's go.
Yeah, I've been patiently sipping this coffee. I didn't want to slam it and have to use the bathroom before we go fight.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Linus, did you make this?
Yes.
Thank
Please,
you.
help yourself.
Slam a cup, and then it's really good. Thank you. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go pee quick because coffee will do that, and then
I mean, not that fast, but
I'm gonna come back. Oh, I'm gonna go up and get Is, and then come back down, and
So you necklace him up?
Jin.
Okay.
and then
Let's rock, guys.
Before we go, if we are going to move and hope and assume that the battalion that we have witnessed has already passed, me and Dagalon have moved closer and closer through the blazing city to this point. We have a much better understanding of the movement around this location. At your behest, if you think it wise, we could do a short bit of backtracking. Try to flank them from behind if you intend to engage from the front. Or we can engage directly with you.
I think you guys coming in after us.
Yeah, and then you can save the powerful spells to take down the machine.
I like that.
We can clear the way for you.
We'll just do the thing,
What if
and you guys just come in and
you would have us hold?
I mean, we can have like a code word. You come in from that side, and then if we're getting our asses beat, we can be like,
If we remain out of sight,
Danger.
that may give us the element of surprise,
And
perhaps.
me and
Yes.
Sproigins have the ability to send messages.
yep,
Is this how you wish to proceed?
yes.
yeah.
I'm not the
Tactical?
correct the tactics of this group, so I just go with what they say. I'm gonna do that.
I just do what my dad does.
Just
Thing.
Just
Not that thing.
No,
His
he
own
has
thing.
done that thing.
what?
What thing do you do?
I just do the thing. I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna do the thing.
Speaking of
Immediately,
the thing, I
him
would
and
like to
Dagalon
do
kind of look at each other.
Struck a diving bell on the Bone Harbor's head, so like he does. the
Harbor
thing.
of Souls.
Yeah, the
My
harbor.
diving bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's gone. Sorry.
Destroyed the diving bell.
I mean,
Yeah, well, I
we
dropped it.
defeated the harbor.
Dropped it from 500 feet right on the Harbor of Souls.
It
You should have
was
seen it.
pretty great.
Massive back explosion, bone shards everywhere.
It's a priceless magical artifact.
Yeah,
You know what else is-
Walker was more priceless.
Exactly. Walker was more important than a prune.
You know what's also priceless? Time.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, I think before we do anything, one last thing.
Really okay.
Okay, it is important.
You got a shot.
Yes. All over.
Malignancies! We finally got there. Thank you for joining the Action Junkies. Thank you for the follow, and we are going to do this proper because we are getting at it. Also, this is another good time, but we're going to do this. Iron Hide, one of our faves, one of our longtime friends and supporters.
Our guy, our dude, our man.
Thank you for that subscription.
Oh!
Hanging out with us for all the time.
Whoa, you get that tactical.
But we want to get
Get that John Wick.
Yeah, yeah. All right, JP, make sure that they are led in the pyramid. Make the pyramid. Do the sub pyramid. We're doing this for Ironhide, so make sure that this shit is good, okay? Do it good. Bam. Who's got three? Who's got four? Someone. All right. Now it's underway. I wanna make sure that that's the thing.
We need
So,
a 4.
Now, it's out of our hands. We let it, okay? We let it. It's fine.
Now, if you build it,
I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna do this.
will demonetize.
Ironhide did it!
Nailed it. Perfect. All right, so you guys are all standing there. Snar and Dagalon are seemingly near the door, kind of in their tight little huddle, hunched together. We are ready when you are.
Sproigins, just because this is constantly a thing, can I cast a spell on you? Do you accept it?
Cast a spell on you.
Okay.
And now you're his.
I'll let you put your magic in me whenever you want.
I
Demonetize.
put some magic in him.
I accept his magic in me.
Okay.
Same spell as last week.
Yep. Okay. So as you are all sort of standing there and getting ready,
You don't know.
Oh,
are we ready to go?
You feel good inside.
Let's do this thing.
nice.
All right.
All right.
Dagalon?
Should we do the hand thing?
You see
This one's for Is.
Snar and Dagalon are standing near the door at this point. You see their heads are pushed together, and they have their hands kind of clasped in the middle, almost sort of leaning into one another,
There's this
Dad's
weird.
with a small sort of arcane glow going around their
Is that a
hands.
wink?
And you see both of them vanish.
I was gonna have a good goodbye.
In a brief moment, you feel these hands kind of
Oh, they're just invisible.
filter into the
Oh.
center of the area.
Is his hand?
We are trying to be stealthy, are we not?
That is awesome.
Yeah.
They're invisible.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
What are we doing? Now what do we do again?
Don't die on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Don't die!
Don't die!
You feel like a little tiny poke
Instinct.
just in the side of your...
Son of a
Dad, take my hand wherever you're at.
Try to twist my belt around
And
because
I pull him in and I go, I'll see you on the other side.
Yes, I will be there. And you hear the spring-heeled, hard-soled boots stepping out, followed by the sort of padded, bare feet moving forward, the door closing behind them, and the mansion remains. The Dagalon and Snar are not seemingly present.
All right, guys, let's go.
Let's do the thing.
We're gonna
I'm
go
gonna
do
look
the
at
thing.
Letus and just. We're gonna.
Lead us. Thanks for the coffee.
Yeah,
It was great.
of course.
Let's go kill some demons and fuck up an engine.
Are
ready?
we sneaking to get there?
Yes, sneak as close as possible, and then I can try to go in there first and stab as many people as I can, and
What if there's like a lot of them?
Well, we just blow
I
them
can hit a
up.
lot of times.
So can Walker.
I can hit 3 times.
Okay.
She can hit a lot.
when-
She's
when-
super fucking good at it.
Yes!
There's a lot of high fives going.
Really rooting for you guys. This is... All right. Whenever we're ready.
Yeah, so you drop it, and I'll make sure that we're stealthy in
Drop it?
the mansion.
Oh. Well, we could just keep it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, your magics is your magics.
What's up for 24?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Deal.
Just in case we, kill some stuff, want to come back and grab some
Hide?
Taco
or
bar?
hide. Yeah, I was thinking just like taco bar or sub sandwiches. But
Always talk a bar after battle.
Some
Let's do this
sodden
thing.
stew.
yeah, after mass murder.
No.
No stew.
Yeah, it kind of looked like your dad's arm when he did that thing.
What was that?
Let's. I'm ready.
Yeah. All right.
Hide spell? If you don't want to, that's fine.
I just don't. I don't. All right.
Cool.
He actually casts nothing.
Let us move.
Let's go.
Pass without a trace.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth, everybody. If you're going to be rolling stealth.
All right, my guys.
Oh, I've been.
I mean, I guess that's not too bad for Elitas, but
Doesn't matter.
Disadvantage.
Wow.
That's disadvantage.
You get disadvantage.
Double 19.
My armor.
Walkabout.
okay. So, what'd you end up with, Walker?
40.
40. Okay. Sproig.
37. Mm-hmm. I'm
You
picking up
guys-
some things.
Yeah, you watching the rogue a little bit up there.
Picking
Skadi.
up some things.
15.
With your plus 10,
Yep.
Wow.
you have a plus 2 in stealth.
Yep.
She
So,
rolled a 3.
Hera,
That's
what
math.
what number in the 40s did you roll?
I didn't.
37.
Oh. Very softly.
Yeah.
Actual air high five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like very close. It was very coordinated. You guys did a good job. All right, so you are moving through.
Well, what did Letus roll?
Higher than me.
He is quieter than Skadi, not by a lot.
My nerves are like coming out. I'm trying to be stealthy, but I'm still.
But collectively, all of your guys' movement in the formation you collectively take is aiding the nerves and jitteriness, it seems like, that might be riding on the fringes of the mind of Letus and Skadi at the moment. The group stabilizing and reinforcing itself as a unit moves relatively stealthily through.
Like 130-something total overall.
I mean, but if you have 100 people, they're not more stealthy. Like, that's not how that works.
Yeah, 100 pounds of feathers is still 100 pounds.
Yeah. So.
Right, Michael? But steel is heavier. Am I right, Michael?
Steel is heavier. It's just a lot more feathers.
You good?
We almost got him there. We almost. All right. Nice. All right. So, you all eventually push towards the opening doorway. Who is looking to take a look-see? Go ahead and roll
always towards
perception.
I'm rolling up behind her. Yeah.
A 26.
26. So, you are looking down, and you're still seeing moving shapes that are clearly humanoid in form. Too far away to make out any specific detail without really sharpening your eye, as the sort of heat lines of air rising through the chasm is cutting into your detailed vision. But as it turns out, you're only seeing 3 individuals down near the infernal engine at the moment.
How clear is the view from where I'm at? Is it just like open space?
Yes, the plateau, if you will, that the infernal engine sits on is almost kind of a large shelf that drifts off into the chasm that also sits below the large bridge that you all broke. Well, that was broken the last time that you were here.
Bordy.
Yeah. Shout out to Bordy. Hashtag etherealness. Hashtag we out.
Hashtag oh no. Bordy.
Chomp, chomp.
All right. So you're still about a couple hundred feet away, but you're only able to make out 3 moving shapes. These humanoids seemingly kind of casually almost standing around. They do appear to have almost a guarded stance. Backs seemingly facing towards the engine. Almost as if they are lookouts, guards, something to that effect. But you do recognize rather noticeable largish wings. So it seems as if they are a more signature type of infantry demon. They are meant to be part of a vanguard type of force.
And they're all the same demon type?
They appear approximately the same. They definitely have distinctions. They're even at a distance, there's subtleties that you can tell their forms are a little different. But you see 3 of them, and they all appear to be of a relatively mundane variety.
I'll just look back and and then go on, try to find a way down.
Well, this is a doorway in a cave wall, essentially, and it drops. It's essentially a nothingness. It's almost like a nicely finished building was sort of shoved into a cave, and then the cave was sort of clay molded around it.
What?
What are we doing? It's just a drop off.
Are we doing the necklace
Has it been
thing?
a drop off the whole time?
I think so. We never really looked out the door. It was just
All of you were stuck in a necklace too on the first way through. But
Are we doing the necklace
I
again?
think we all have ways to get down there.
Yeah, but I'll be pretty noticeable.
We do all have ways to get down there, but it would probably be easier if we just use my one way to get down there with y'all and the necklace than if y'all all use a way to get down there.
It took a long fucking time as a bug to get over here.
Yeah, that's a bug. We're going to go with something bigger to get down, plus we're about to fight them. I'm not going to try and be quite as stealthy as I was on.
as long as we get the drop on them, that might be all we need. I think for the sake of circumstance, I'll give you guys the yeet
Oh, dang.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, double dang.
All right then.
Okay. You just put a bong out here? It's like a Hellboy bong.
I feel like, can you even see that?
No, it's definitely gonna be up and above.
All right.
Damn,
And
son.
you guys are gonna be.
Is that the Inferno
up over
engine?
here. Yeah.
Damn, I thought it was. That is not what it looked like in my head.
I pictured it like a actual portal type
I just
thing.
thought it was like a big round trash.
I'm trying to
Like,
think of what how to describe it. Yeah, kind of like a Diablo portal, sort of.
Yeah.
We are also going to welcome everybody. Legends of Human Hammond Chiron.
yeah, welcome.
It was all of those. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't. I just fucked it up.
Oh.
Legends of Hammond Chiron. Welcome to the Action Junkies.
Hi.
Hi.
Legends of Human.
Yeah, Hammond Human.
You have hams and humans.
Legends of John Hammond from Jurassic Park. Welcome to. Nope, that's not it. All right. What do you
Either way, hi.
Life finds a way.
Right?
Am I right, Michael?
Yeah.
Like,
Just gets
Finds a
chaos.
way.
It's just chaos. Oh, I don't like hot dogs.
Okay.
See? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
so we're over on that side?
You guys are like way up here. Yep.
Okay.
So there's no like running and jumping and grabbing that thing.
You are 100% welcome to try.
No, not with how far you described us away.
Grabbing what thing?
The huge bong.
Yeah.
It is easily going to be 100+ feet tall.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a dozen feet wide.
And man,
Yeah, but I mean, if some of us could maybe like
Heavy.
climb on the wall like a spider,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not gonna do that.
So we're all popping in the necklace, and then you're gonna just jump down and then sneak behind, and we're gonna just.
Yeah, if you guys jump into the necklace, I'm gonna turn into a goldfish. Not really. And
deep cut.
Why don't we just overwhelm them?
How about you?
We wanna
you
sneak
were
up the
completely
first attack.
immune.
We want to be
Is there
sneaky.
lava behind them? Like, couldn't you
Is there
just
lava anywhere
go
on
into
this?
the lava
No.
with us and the necklace and then like pop out?
This is all stone
And
around
then-
here. There's no lava.
Yeah.
The lava's
It's not
all the way
that
over
hot.
there.
Oh, I thought the red was all lava.
No,
it's just it's
hot
a
rock.
the
tinged
floor is not
stone.
lava in
Oh.
this situation.
The floor is not lava.
All right. Oh, cool beans.
We can play the floor as lava later.
The
I
way
mean,
it
like,
was said
we
though.
should.
Right.
Right. We
That
can
was on
play the
purpose.
floor as lava
Everyone
later.
Why don't we all
That was on
just
purpose.
jump down at once and attack?
Because like,
They're like
we take
150
fall
feet
damage in
away.
this game.
I have wings. She has wings. You can do all
We could
any
do
number
special
of
delivery
things.
like with Livus.
We could. I could get Hara and I both down there, and she could shank one of them.
And then just in case there's anyone like hiding or anything, me and Skadi could boom boom them on the way down. Or something.
Yeah, how's Letus getting down, guys?
He's got
He
angel
could just-
baby wings.
Can you sort of send me up high?
Yeah.
Why? Are you
can-
gonna do the thing?
I don't know what that is.
Well, what are we gonna do?
If you can elevate me far enough
I
above
can
the
get you
enemy,
500 feet in the air from where we are right now.
that's probably more than I needed.
Okay.
I can secure my shield and I can drop down fast, aggressively.
Oh, diving bell that ass.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
What?
Do
are
you have to go with?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can take him up, and then I wouldn't probably have the time to come back and get you and still have the drop on him.
Right.
But I'll
You
take
special
him up.
delivery him, and then
I can
I'll-
fly over myself, but I feel like I would be very observable.
Yeah. I can get us up there.
But you and I could cause a distraction for the others.
It is your call. What you feel the strength of the group is. We
I'm
need
not
to
the
make our move.
tactician, like I said. I
I
just
kind of
do
want
the
to see
things.
Letus do the thing.
yeah, let's have Letus do the thing.
Yeah, let's see Letus do the thing.
Could you fly me over the target and perhaps do some diving of your own then?
Yeah.
Oh, how awesome would that be?
And when you guys get in position, we bump over there, and you could do your
We're also
shoot.
very
this
visible
British
too,
band.
though.
Huh?
Yeah, but they'll have to choose who to target.
and they won't see us.
And they'll have to have something that can stop your momentum.
And we're slightly behind them.
I don't think they'll be able to.
I feel like
I don't think they
dads
will
are just
either.
laughing right now. Okay.
Not going to be just me falling necessarily. I'm going to drop a lot of me on them.
Demonetized.
So you guys fly over, try to go behind them and behind the thing, and then come over and go, and then we'll bamf over.
If that's what you think.
Yeah, just like lay on my back, and then we'll just go.
So do I
I
just
think,
do I
I
like
think
to,
maybe you
is it a
pop your
back-to-back
wings out first,
thing?
or else if he's on your back and you pop your wings out,
Are
you
we
might
ready to
push
go?
him off.
We're ready to go.
Well, I'm just thinking he can just, and then I can dive bomb, and all of a
fly
sudden,
over with him?
boom! There's more of them.
Yeah. I don't know if this is going to work, but
Has everyone got their stuff planned?
Yes.
Guidance.
Oh, I thought we were putting our hands in
Yeah, let's do that thing.
Yeah, let's do it. Dive bomb on 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, dive bomb!
I like this.
all right. So do we like link arms, or how does it?
For glory.
Do you just want to carry me?
And then just get on my back.
Just hug him.
Grab your back.
And then we'll like slowly start going.
He's like leg hooked around you and just kind of piggybacking on it.
Getting to the edge of the pool.
Yeah, as you're getting there.
So what is this I keep hearing about Bordy? What happened to him?
I don't even know who that is.
All right, so Walker immediately takes off, begins flying straight upwards.
They still have Pass Without a Trace. Does that mean anything?
Yeah. What are you guys going to be doing while Walker is cruising towards the position?
Are we doing?
I thought you were flying with them.
All right. I'm gonna turn into
Operation Everyone Dive Bomb.
Sure. I'm gonna turn into like a peregrine falcon.
Operation Dump
Okay.
Drop.
Sure.
Speaking of dive bombing, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. So you're a falcon.
Yep.
We're gonna just hold hands.
And where are you going,
Actually,
Skadi?
I'm going with them.
All right. So you're following Walker and Letus, the piggyback Letus.
do you want to be a dragon?
Yes.
Okay, we'll wait for this shit show to start, and then I'll let you be a dragon
How are you accomplishing that?
with true polymorph.
I'll get to be a dragon.
I mean, that would do it, I believe. We'll double check that. But, so Walker and Letus moving up, quickly followed by a peregrine falcon.
I mean, just falcon because I don't want to find the statistics specifically on a peregrine, but like.
Yeah, I mean, in North American versus.
What about
you know?
Can you pick a single bird?
Yeah,
Nothing.
a polygrin is what it's called. That's the original evolution of the Pokemon.
Gotcha.
Oh, she wanted to be 2 of these.
Right. You just need one.
Right.
Just need the
Just
one.
wanted a single. You
And
don't
it
need a
seems
pair of
as
them.
if there is a number of glances cast skyward, but they quickly almost seem to return back to scanning, despite relative opportunity for them to notice you guys. It seems as if for the moment they have failed to do so.
I'm so pumped for this. I'm so excited.
For the moment.
Yeah.
So we'll hit an apex, and then start dive bombing, and I'll roll him off me.
All right, and what are you coordinating to accompany?
I'm waiting until shit pops off before I turn her into a adult silver dragon.
Okay. So you
Are we
see
vamping first, or are you just turning me straight into
I'm
one?
just gonna.
Make sure I'm outside
about
the door
100 feet
first.
away,
Yeah.
Walker has risen up even a little higher above the eye line of this small doorway that you're able to look into, nearing the height where the original broken bridge first sat when you guys were moving silently across the infernal engine the first time. As you see, immediately Skadi's form almost drop as her legs disappear into her body, the arms shift and extend, feathers burst out, and a falcon bursts forward, disappearing beyond the doorway as well, piercing sort of the veil of security that the small little reclusive bunker holds for you all, watching them move towards the center area, keeping a close eye on the demons. It seems as if They remain oblivious to the threats above them. Walker then crests up and with a singular thrust pushes himself forward up and begins to turn and roll. And as you see Letus begin to fall off, he looks up, falling backwards, and you see as he does, he begins to arc his hands over his head, securing his shield directly above him. Watching him now begin to fall, moving at an incredible rate.
Miles Morales.
His form begins to glow as multiples split off of his form, all holding a shield, all almost increasing this sort of shuttle re-entry heat shield as they're burning down towards the ground, gathering speed much faster than you would expect. And Walker begins to dive down with them as Skadi is.
I mean, like, so I looked up Peregrine Falcon. I'm just gonna. That's better than a hawk was. So, Peregrine Falcon.
So, with an army of Letuses all burning down like these raining metal balls of death, followed quickly by the gold sheen and trail of Walker's wings diving straight down, and a hawk covering the wingspan dancing in between the white balls of falling metallic light, they descend. And we're going to come back and roll initiative. So...
We're going to do it! Can I get a guiding bolt in there? Because I was planning on doing guiding bolt.
You guys are falling from a pretty significant height, so you'll still be able to
120 feet.
So if you're holding it specifically for that moment, we'll work that out. So, hey guys, we're going to get into some fun biz and whether or not the Infernal Engine is a mainstay in the Hells or the group is successful against 3 little demon guys they're about to rain fire on. We shall see.
I'm going to be a dragon.
Are you?
But with that being the case,
no.
With that being the case, we are going to take a very short break. Use that time to hydrate. Grab yourself a little bite. Make sure that you're feeling good about you. But make sure you come right back because we're going to be right back here, witches. With that being said, a quick reminder, all of our subscribers, every single one of them, even those of you who got your Twitch Primes from your mom's Amazon Prime account because she wants to get all of her makeup brought in cheap and it's just much more convenient than going to the mall, like...
It's true.
That's fine.
I guess I don't order my makeup on Amazon, though.
No, but, like, that applies
I don't know if people actually do that, but... Some of y'all got some Twitch Primes, some of y'all love supporting the channel, and we love that too. So thank you guys so much, but all of y'all will have access to the curiosities of Kieran's Soul and established content. So do make sure you're throwing some subscriptions, because we have some really cool D&D classes, feats, lore, all kinds of dope stuff just for our subscribers. And we are matching all cheers, every single cheer, using the Pride cheer motes for June, and we're going to be making a donation to the Trevor Project for that. So, if you want to support a good cause, have a little fun, cheer the party on, do that as well. Get yourself some bonus XP, because we'll be matching all cheers with that at the end of the month. So, sit tight. See you soon. We'll be right back.
Bye. Well, not really, because we'll be back a little bit.
Yeah, we will be, yeah. I don't think anyone saw that. Welcome back!
Hi.
Hi!
Fucking thing in the table.
What is... Yeah,
I didn't know.
we got tables, okay?
I'm rolling over here.
We got tables. Before we make any more stream upgrades, tables. All right. We are back. We are about to get into some exciting stuff.
Yeah.
All right, but before we do...
Speak with that.
Yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Thank you guys so much for spending time. We are going to be here every single Friday, 7 p.m.
Like we have for the past
Central.
7-8 months.
That's right. 7-8 months because
Almost
we've done
50 episodes.
49 of these. And next week is the big 5-0. That's right. We are over the hill and it is just getting worse from here. So we are excited about that.
Starting with after the break.
Correct. Please make sure you join us for that. Also, a quick reminder, we are giving away cool, awesome supplemental 5e content in the form of the Curiosities of Kieran's Soul to all of our subscribers every single month going forward.
Also, let it be known, it's created by the DM, so
I guess
it's not just like
we didn't mention that.
A player making like, oh, this character's class seems just neat, and you don't know if it's overpowered. Like a level 2, I can just do a bunch of things that a DM would never allow.
Yeah.
as made by a DM. So like if you present it to your DM, like, hey, I would like to play as the Phantasm class.
It won't be super trash.
Right.
Exactly. So we'll be giving that away every month going forward, and we are matching all cheers using that Pride cheer mote for the month of June. We are matching all of that in the form of a donation to the Trevor Project. So please cheer on the channel, help keep the lights on, make sure we're doing fun, good things as often as we can. But when you do so, make sure that you're using those emotes so we can also do some good with it. So I think that covers everything we want to jump back into.
Oh, she's just excited about the fight. Never mind. Okay.
I'm gonna be a dragon.
I thought you had something like you wanted to add, and you were really excited to add.
I want to add. I'm a fucking dragon.
All right, so where we left off is the group had made plans and spent a little bit of time recovering in the Magnificent Mansion. Having recently met up with Skadi's father for the first time in a whole long holler, and Dagalon, who had infiltrated deep through the blazing city into the bowels of the hells in an attempt to try and support, or did the party not arrive, attempt to take out the Infernal Engine on their own. Fortunately, the party arrived, made plans to action this particular attack, and the group set off. Starting first with the foray into the winged attack as Letus piggybacked onto Walker. Walker sprouted the golden wings, flying up over the demons they found sitting in wait below. Then Skadi changed form into a falcon.
Yeah, good.
And all reaching the apex of their climb, going directly overhead of the demons, began to dive straight down as Letus bailed from Walker's ascension, driving himself and multiple copies down, shield first. Walker diving straight forward, preparing a spell. Skadi remaining in falcon form for the time being, ready to action any claw or beak attacks I'm sure she has waiting in the literal wings. And holding back from the first initial ascent over the central battlefield lie Hara and Sproigins, who are hatching a plan of their own for when the fighting starts as a diversion to enact a much more gruesome fate for the demons.
Ain't no version for me.
So, that brings us to all of you flying downward, trying to face the demons. Nope, that's not correct.
Are you gonna guiding bolt that ass?
Or initiative, whatever comes first.
There we go. So yes, I need everyone to
So this
roll
is your initiative, not the dragon's.
Yep, I'm not transformed yet.
Not great. Okay, that's fine.
Same roll.
Natural.
Put your 20s in the chat.
Put your 20s in the chat. If you got 20s, you better put them in the chat right meow.
Balls, taco.
Double 12s on my
All right, so
advantage.
Hera, what do you got?
22.
22. Letus, not super great.
I mean, Peregrine Falcons do dive bomb pretty friggin' quick.
Okay, Skadi.
24 technically.
Okay, Sproigi.
You know what? Please hold.
Locking it. Walker, what you got?
18.
Five banger.
Cool. That's what's up. All right. Okay. You're not going too rough and tumble, but we're in there. All right. So let me make sure we are.
Also, just because it's friggin' awesome, I got the natural 20 on the pride dice.
Boom, boom.
That's right.
It's because it's June.
Put them 20s for the Trevor Project.
20s for the Trevor Project. All right.
I actually like that.
Let me copy over the initiative real quick, huh? Oh my gosh, I think this is actually a first.
For who?
That we
for Skadi.
That I all that.
That's right.
I gotta write down, even though I'm probably only doing this like not very much, but
That is.
Hey, thanks for sticking with us.
hey, thanks.
While Deej is calculating the initiative stuff, as a reminder, we have a stream on Wednesday where Deej plays Elder Scrolls Online as a thick skelly.
All right, so we got that.
Thick orc. On Fridays we have our D&D stream, and then on Sundays I have my Dark Souls stream where I'm a trash baby noob gamer.
Yep.
Starting at noon.
Okay. So we have initiative set up. Wait, where did it go? There it is. All right, so
we're not in initiative yet.
No, we are
Hara
essentially.
and I.
Oh, that's right. Well, you guys are holding for the time being. Oh, I didn't have your minis knocked out here. Oh, lead us. All right, so Walker, Skadi, and Leedy are all super dive bombing. So we'll just I'm gonna put you guys right here for now, okay? Not that that has to be the main representation. Is basically dead inside a cocoon, and it's you guys. All right.
It took you a while.
That's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah, okay. Oh shit, hang on. I didn't get mine
necklace.
organized here. You guys are gonna have to go ahead and cover that as well. One sec. Hold please. Sproigins, do your thing.
Hi, people.
Hey, while you have a mom,
Exactly.
up in your top right corner, if you're using a mobile device, I don't know what it looks like on a laptop or a video game console, but there's that little heart. If you click that, if it's not filled in, and you click that, that follows us.
Boom.
And it costs you nothing to give us a follow, and then every Friday, if you're available, and you're like, hey, I don't know what to do because I'm an adult and I don't go out a
Actually
whole
do stuff
lot
on Friday nights anymore?
Yeah. If it's like, hey, I might read these National Geographics that every parent has in a box in a basement, you're like, instead of reading this National Geographic, I'm going to watch some Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm putting you guys there. So, at this point in time, now you have to tell me how you would like to coordinate your descent. You're prepping and holding a spell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you prepping and holding?
Guiding bolt, 3rd level.
And you're looking to unleash it directly at range?
No, it's when Letus gets closer.
Okay.
So the idea is timing it up with his contacts, so I'm not alerting them to our presence.
Gotcha. And then Skadi, what is your current plan of attack as the Falcon?
I'm gonna dive bomb the one that's furthest on the left.
Furthest
The
on
skinny
the
one or the
our
red
left?
wings?
Yeah, you gotta. Okay,
The lady or the red wing?
got it. All right.
Oh, that's the lady that I no-bones.
The no bones lady.
Yeah, that's the mini that I no-bones.
Okay. So we are going to.
And I am specifically waiting for the leaders for them to make their contact before she steps out onto the ledge, and
So
then
both of you are waiting for Letus, and you're waiting for.
I'm just waiting for the sign of all the shit to go down, and then I will cast True Polymorph on Hara, and then I think we would then probably jump into our initiative.
All right, I just have the thing rebooting here, so I'll have that up in a sec. But we're actually going to start off big style.
Big
Like
Willie
Bill Willie style, yeah.
Or like
Big
Biggie?
Billy?
With
Big Willie?
Letus. And as he is beginning to drop down, you actually see his form almost like stretch, as if he's passing through the Inception sort of fourth dimension field. And immediately this cascade of these like illusory, non-corporeal Letuses smash into the ground and create this sort of blown up rumbling effect, and all of these demons are completely thrown and thrashed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay, well.
Damn, that visual would just be absolutely bonkers.
Terrence was like, let's fucking go.
And I'm actually using this for the first time too, or I'm actually marking separately, so like that's what's up. So you see this take place. Who are you trying to guiding bolt?
Center guy.
Make a ranged spell attack.
That does not hit.
You don't know.
12.
12 does not hit, no.
Now you know.
The guiding bolt seems to be obscured with the massive eruption of this sort of radiant light, unable to target with the perfect sync that you were hoping to execute on. The ultimate bolt diving in seems to not strike true. as the demons are completely thrown and cast asunder. The Skadi, what are you doing with your falcon?
I'm going to talon attack.
Okay, which one? The one in the end?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, roll your attack.
This guy's been pretty good to me. Not so good. 11. So 11.
11 is not successful.
We're in the initiative order, correct? Now that I've
Yes.
gone. Okay.
That was like a surprise.
So I'm going to
Okay.
attack and miss, and then I still have movement because I'm going to land. I'm gonna like a peregrine falcon does, how they can. I'm gonna go this way.
Okay.
And land on the ground and drop form.
Okay, so you over here.
Yeah.
Letus drops directly in the middle. Walker, where are you settling down?
I'll go on the right side of Letus there.
Oh, right next to him?
Yeah.
Okay. So you land right there. Skadi and Hara and Sproig are still at a distance.
Yeah, as soon as that shit happened, then she would step out.
I give you a kiss, and then I do bam.
Dragging her ass up.
Okay, so you
Dragging her ass up.
demonetized, you guys. Okay.
Come on.
I just fought for you, and now you're like.
You're literally fighting for him now.
Hey,
even.
it's our choice, okay? If it's consenting adults.
So off rails. So off rails. Okay. So.
Is Jamie in here or no?
Nope.
I don't think so, fortunately, at the moment.
Thanks, Shinar.
So.
Am I right, Michael?
Am I right, Michael? Is my new favorite thing?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm a fan of it. All right, so you now shoving Sproigins almost against the wall as your form just begins to expand, the wings kind of unfurling as you are now sort of forced up against the wall in this tiny little room that you were originally casting in. You see the claws dig into the surrounding doorway directly around it, and the rock begins to crumble slightly under her grip as Hera readies herself to pull forward, thrusting through. Skadi, you're currently on the ground. What's your action?
Okay. I am going to, are they sort of, not really, I kind of want this dragon to get into this fight.
You don't know that.
The dragon's got to move quite a ways, though.
You also don't know there's a dragon up there.
Yeah, you don't know that that's
also
coming.
actually very true. So I'm actually just going to, lightning.
Lightning?
Yep,
Who are you targeting?
it's a line, all of them.
Oh.
I'm gonna miss the middle guy, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so the other two.
So Dex saves from Leontel Folesgar. That is a. Oh, your DC is like super high, isn't it? 19 doesn't save.
I think it's 21.
It's 20.
And a 15 does not save.
They
Neither of them
do
save.
Yes!
Go ahead.
Okay.
Nice!
Roll your damage.
Dad would be proud fuck.
And I'm gonna have all these here is what I'm gonna do.
That's some good amount of dice.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of dice.
Whoa,
I have more than this.
That's like the bomb.
Hold on a
D6s.
second though. Let me reread this real quick.
I think it's 1.
You may reroll any ones
Oh.
when rerolling.
Yeah, that's the awakened property. No, that's 30.
Yeah. Look at good D6s too. That's that union.
They're better. That's all that matters. Okay, so we got. Oh, I forgot my D4.
What'd you got?
33.
33 damage?
33 zap damage.
Okay. That's pretty brutes. Alright, that's fine. So, as the emulsive, radiant white light is still sort of casting them into a completely blinded haze, two of them are almost lifted off of their feet and are just trying to settle down into a clean landing from the impact of Letus crashing in around them, when before their feet touch the ground, you see this crackling lightning charge across the ground and connect to them like these lightning rods, and they almost suspend in air for a moment before falling down and landing, taking an extreme amount of charge. Hera, what are you doing, dragon?
I can fly 80 feet.
Correct.
I will fly in their direction 80 feet. They're
Okay.
like 100 and something.
Be another 120 still.
120 still.
Mm-hmm.
We're
then
way the F up there.
Yeah, 200 feet is what we were working with.
I would like to aim myself.
I should hope so.
60 foot cone.
What are you doing here?
Do they notice me?
I mean, they're occupied at the moment.
When they notice me, I would like to use my frightful presence.
Okay, they have to be within a specific range for that, too.
120 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're 120 feet from me? After 80
well,
feet?
I guess they'd be right on the cusp then, yeah.
Well, then can I use my...
You can dash if you want to do that.
I would like to use my dash.
That'll give you 160 feet, so you'd be right on the edge of the map.
Yes, I will get as close as I possibly can.
Okay,
And
so the dragon now boosts up and begins to crest into the exterior of the main area here. That's a wisdom save, correct?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
DC 18.
Thank you.
So
Do you get to choose? Because I wouldn't know that you got changed into a dragon.
Yeah.
And then 26.
My choice.
Okay.
So 2 of them save, the middle one does not, seemingly not affected by the lightning, not immediately jolted with that sense of, if I do not fight hard now, I will die. The middle one still reserved, got his bell rung, not sure what's going on, but sees a dragon, very afraid. So, that is Hara's turn. Walker, what would you want?
I'm gonna take out Mr. Glory's Edge and I will, yeah, we'll do that. I'll attack guy in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Yeah, I'll hold it. Yeah, guy in front of me. That's gonna be a 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay, hold on. Okay, 1d8, 1d6, 1d4. 16 points of damage.
16.
3 of which is radiant.
Okay. So that is, boom, nailed it. Second attack?
Bamf to second guy.
Okay.
That way. Attack him.
Go ahead, roll it.
That's going to be a 24.
That will also hit.
16 points of damage, 2 of which is radiant.
Okay. 16 points of damage, 2 of which is radiant. Nailed it.
Bamf to third guy.
Got it.
Attack.
Oh, you get 10 feet in that though, don't you?
I still have movement.
Oh, yeah, but they get an opportunity, I think, on you then. So that's your call.
Bonus action, disengage.
All right.
With the pillar.
Yep.
27 to hit.
Also definitely hits. It's almost, at some point, gonna be their turn.
22 points of slashing damage, 4 of which, or no, 22 points total, 4 of which is radiant.
All right, you guys are working hard, and I like that. You guys are working really hard. Okay.
And I'll just stand right in front of her.
We came out to do some things.
That's true. Definitely nailed it. Okay. And you're gonna stay there, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Then it's going to be Letus' turn, and he is gonna go honky tonk. Ooh, that's
And
not
the
great.
badonkadonk?
He is gonna honky tonk the badonkadonk. Ooh, all right. I'm throwing my own dice around here. Okay, Letus is just a little out of his element to start, it would seem. Unfortunately, not super tight in with it as much as he normally would be, but the one strike he lands, you see him immediately land, recoiling. Still a little off balance from the attack he landed, picking himself up off the ground, a little off balance, missing his first strike. The second one, you actually see his spear dig through the wing. The points pop out from the leathery backside of the flap, and he carves down, carving this huge gash swath directly in the wing tissue, causing this sort of spray of this leathery extrema, this extraneous, examish bidding. Seeing how far we can take that. Yeah.
You got me with the bidding.
All right, we're good. We're super good. We got that. All right, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We're good. All right. And yeah, as he recoils from the attack, you see him launch another one. Though the pain from the wing being ripped completely in two almost throws the demon off balance to the extent where Letus is not able to strike true on his follow-up, unfortunately. However, the demons themselves have an opportunity now. Letus being the most overt and open threat, and that one not wanting to engage a dragon or being able to necessarily. They're all going to charge and super rush Letus. Fuck.
It's a good way to get my ire.
I would like to imagine that the silver dragon has like a mohawky swath of hair with like a little bit growing out, like side cut, so that way
we know it's Hara.
Yeah.
I mean, you polymorph her,
So I had to disengage. Does that mean I get an opportunity attack on the movement?
She's in your range still. She's still within 5 feet.
She just moved like
around you.
Yeah.
Right.
So immediately you see all of them sort of charge at Letus, kind of pushing you out of the way slightly, closing in right around his form, and you see axes and swords immediately raised in the air. Letus's shield and spear blocking 2 attacks before another sword comes in, striking deep directly inside his armor, followed by another 2 axe attacks that hatchet directly down the center of his chest. His exposed form unable to deflect or defend against so many strikes against him in the most immediate of senses, unfortunately.
If any of them were naturals.
They were not.
Okay.
Which one hit him?
All 3.
I thought he blocked a couple of them.
Yeah, they all seem to be moving rather rapidly, and much like you all can unleash multiple attacks in the span it takes for you to respond. All right. But that is their turn. Sproigins, what you want?
Is there, from looking down over it, is there a gap behind the Inferno engine?
Yeah, the Infernal engine seems to be sitting on like an altar, like a dais that's kind of constructed. It seems as if, well, you can't really make out a lot of detail from a distance. It almost seems like it is purposefully placed. It's not part of the wall, so there is a very small gap that you could probably see.
I will dimension door down into that gap.
Okay. It's going to be a very tight fit for you.
That's fine. So your boy's danger, or well, is there?
He was talking about the platform there, right?
Oh, yeah, on the platform.
This?
Yeah, is there a space for me back there?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna dimension door back there.
So you're behind the. We're gonna
the
put you
nasty,
there just a little.
fleshy, gross.
Yeah. As soon as you actually appear there, there's a bunch of tiny, small little eyes, as well as a number of big ones that all look down and begin to stare at you and kind of focus on you as you're moving around.
Gross.
I throw up just knowing that happened.
I would like to
meta vomit.
If you'll let me, because it's not stated. Would like to use a bonus action to reach in my bag and pull out the instant fortress and put it down.
Okay. Are you activating the Darren's instant fortress?
Is that a thing that I can do as a bonus action?
I believe it requires an action as a power word to activate.
It does, I don't think it says on the. Let me look.
Much like many of our things, there may be certain mechanical components.
This is not really like a thing. Yeah, as an action. So I'm gonna put it down and I'm gonna just
wait.
Stand there because I don't know how far I need to be to use the command word. Or would I have an idea?
I think in theory, I don't think the rules accounts for using it as a weapon, but I think the idea is that the fortress forms around you, so you would have to be within the scope of the circumference of where the fortress would.
All right, we'll go with that.
Envelop. I think we're just going to say that is the official rule.
Well, as of right now, I would like. So I'm behind it, but I want to use movement so I can peek out, so I can get a grasp of what's happening on the battlefield, just in case I have to counterspell.
All right, I'm going to say if you want to be maintaining counterspell, you're going to have to actually expose yourself to do that.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. So you're holding a counterspell, correct?
I'll use it as a reaction if.
Yeah, it's a.
Okay. All right. Sure.
If it comes up.
Perfect. All right. So Sproigins' turn. That brings us back to Skadi.
Yeah.
What you want?
What do you want?
I'm just gonna cast, because it comes from the sky, right? Yes. Moonbeam!
You are in an enclosed environment, though.
Oh, that's right. We are in a cave.
Like deep in a cave.
Yeah, very cavey.
Friggin' lame. Well, then I'm just gonna. I'm mad at them.
Whoa.
Who looks like they did the most meanness to lead us?
It would probably be big old grizzly center guy.
Well, big old grizzly center guy needs to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm gonna cast Blight on him. Oh.
Sure, not a problem.
Hell yeah.
13.
That's a fail.
No, wait. He's proficient, so 19.
That's still a fail.
I know. So, whatevskis.
Yeah. I just remember last week you had a 20 on your blinky dice.
Oh yeah. I did. I forgot. And a D4. That one didn't do very well. Oh wait, I got a pride D4 over here. That's the winner.
Do it. There are plenty rolled.
No.
You gotta shuffle a deck of cards.
Hey.
You gotta shake them up.
This is really good, not for him.
I'm glad that she can math.
44 necrotic damage.
That was such quick math.
44?
Mm-hmm.
So as you see Skadi reach out and sort of focus on the form of this centralized demon, you see him immediately begin to kind of tick and jar, and this black spot on this fleshy red skin almost kind of explodes out of his back, and this sort of pussy, sort of globular form, and the ooze and sort of black filth that crawls from the pore now seems to crawl across his body. You see him enveloped by this sticky ichor that is that's sticky icky, crawling across his body, and he seems like he is barely keeping it together as the muscles are being eaten away by this black necrotic energy melting like an acidic sponge.
And I'm gonna go,
That's the sound of the police!
That's right.
All right, bonus action?
Bonus
Badges
action!
in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on Sir Letus
Okay.
at second level.
Sure.
Wire.
All right, so you can let me know how much that is then. And are you using movement?
He's 9.
9 back?
And then, yeah, I'm going to just rotate, keep my distance away from the whole mess of grossness there, and just become this way a little bit.
Okay, so
That's
here?
good.
All right, right there. That brings us to Hara.
You can now see my weird face popping up from behind me.
No, look.
Hara?
And 2 of them saved from my frightful, and the other one didn't.
Correct.
Okay. I am going to. How far away am I now?
You're about 80 feet from the central corridor here.
I wanna chomp on them.
Okay, who are you chomping on? So
I mean, shit, she's got 10-foot range. You could do all 3 attacks.
Yeah. So my reach is 10 feet.
Yep.
So I can reach all of them?
If you landed, we'll say right about there.
Good.
Right in front of the infernal engine.
Good. I am going to bite. Right, with 2 claws. I'm gonna bite the center one and go on the outside too.
Okay, go ahead, roll your
Inside one's
attacks.
probably gonna be really like gnarly tasting.
Yeah. There's gonna be some sour grapes up in there. Roll your attacks.
Okay.
That pride dice is no good.
1.
So, bite.
Claw. Claw. Okay. They're all plus
Plus 13.
13. So
21 for the bite.
Hits.
20 for the one claw.
Hits.
18 for the other.
Hits.
Yes!
all right.
Nice.
Thank you, my mathematician.
Trying to math in a harrowing situation or D&D is pretty tricky.
Trying to math is tricky.
Yeah, checks out.
All right. So my bite.
We're gonna have you research your attacks and actions ahead of time next time.
I did, and then I panicked. The bite is 17.
17, okay, for the middle guy, correct? Okay. And then claw 1.
Ooh.
13.
Yeet.
15.
Nice! Way to go.
It's basic arithmetic, you guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I
why
don't
it's
even
a
know
thing.
what arithmetic means.
Yeah.
Is it just
Math.
adding?
Yes.
You math the arithmetic.
Oh.
Dear. Right, Michael?
Am I right, Michael?
All right. Walker, you're up.
Ooh, I'm not.
Oh.
I don't have any more movement, right?
No, yeah, you're gonna be right at the edge of your range there.
Okay. I also have blind sight for 60 feet. I don't know if that needs to be told to you.
You can make a perception check if you want to.
I'm good.
Okay. Walker?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty clear the dragon is on your side.
Yeah. Is middle dude's getting torn up, right?
Oh yeah, he's not in great shape at this point for sure.
Okay, I'll planar warrior mark him.
Okay.
And I'll attack the chick in front of me.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a natural 1 on her.
Oosh, that is a miss.
Bamf to the middle towards him.
Okay.
Attacking.
Roll it.
That's a 19.
That hits.
Okay.
Oh, I knew that.
Their AC is not super high.
23 points of force damage to him.
For the middle guy?
Yep.
Okay.
Third attack, if I have to bamf or whatever, to furthest guy.
Okay, so you
26.
26 hits.
Hell yeah. That thick dice.
Yeah, rolling the thunder tonight.
Yeah.
Rolling rocks.
Yeah. That's 17 points, 4 of which is radiant.
All right. All right. So, as you see Hara kind of chomp down on this boiling, blistered central guy before clawing at the 2, Walker immediately goes into action, launching a strike directly at the demon in front of him, but very easily sort of just stepping out of the way as Walker's trying to concentrate and formulate a plan for all 3. Fortunately, she creates an opening as he immediately blinks directly behind her, and while the demon is just being wrested from Hera's dragon teeth form, you see the sword cut through, and the lower half is blown through force damage as Hera drops the upper half of his body down onto the ground, seemingly not liking the taste of the bitter blight consuming him.
Murked.
It seems as if his 2 halves are no more. Not looking to waste an opportunity, Walker moves forward, attacking the far right guy, who is now also breathing heavy, seemingly having taken some damage, not necessarily super strong at the moment. That brings us to Letus the Burritos, who's going to step in between the 2. He is going to roll an attack. Roll an attack.
He's got a
Roll an attack.
Yeah. He's nailed it, you guys. Spear.
Definitely nailed it. Yes, he has Durazo Spear.
Yeah, Durazo.
Okay.
Durazo.
Pizza Hut.
Chicago.
Pizza Hut.
What was the other name?
Chicago.
No, I know.
Oh, Derizo?
No.
No, it was
Yellow
a Super America Toronado.
No. There was another in this game.
Put your tools away for Yule away.
There you go. We got it.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Let me holler out
Put
my
that in the
shorty
wiki.
for
All right. So you see Letus now. The female demon right in front of him thrusts his spear forward, and you see it catch and nick her neck as she kind of recoils. A large sort of piece of flesh pulled out from the tip end of the spear, it seems, and spinning around to go for a brutal attack on the demon directly behind him. The demon is able to duck down, sort of just barely tapping into the wings. However, on his way back up, now hurt, wing ripped, a little off balance, he throws another attack, and the spear tip crests through his shoulder, and you see the point pop out the back before Letus pulls it out, recoiling from his strikes.
Yes!
But not to be outdone, the demons maintain focus on Letus for the moment.
Why?
Oh, there's some hits there. There's some hits there.
3 a.m., 3 CD set of country hits.
You know what I'm talking about. Columbia House, a record club.
Tunes from the 60s.
All right, so they go to work on Letus, and as he is pulling his spear out of the deep sort of puncture he stuck into the demon's shoulder directly in front of him, the demon he first attacked is already behind him, raking her claws directly into his back, flaking off sewing hems of his armor, recoiling, and as he kind of pushes forward, spear and shield exposed as a reaction to the pain, an axe comes in directly underneath, and you can hear some of the armoring chain break as it punctures through. Letus taking another hot step, readies himself to fight. Seemingly in okay shape, but definitely taking the lion's share of the damage at the moment.
Yeah.
Sproigins, you're up.
Yes, I am. Is there, can I use a bonus action to see if I can see any other, anybody else, possibly Galfon floating, waiting for an attack, or see if I can...
I mean, you can make a perception check, but it'd be an action for you. To do a comprehensive survey of the area would require you to use an action.
No.
But let him come. He's probably there anyway.
I mean, if he doesn't want to be seen, he's probably not going to be seen. I'm going to hold my action to...
No, he's on it!
No.
He's on it!
Hold my action to do the word for the...
Darren's Instant Fortress.
Yes.
Got it.
So that's it.
So no movement, holding action.
Yep.
No bonus?
Nope.
Okay. Sproigins waits in the wings for his moment to strike. Brings us back around to Skadi. What do you want?
Okay, who's the one who fucking axed him?
Well, the axe was the guy on your right there.
Red guy.
The one that Walker's next to?
Correct.
I'll just let Walker fuck that one up then. I'm going to menacingly, fucking Jason up in this bitch, walk up to the other one.
Jamie, if you're with us now, please.
She's
All right.
streaming.
Yep.
I'll menacingly walk up to that one. I mean, it's gonna seem
She
like I'm
said
gonna
that
do
so
something
confidently.
crazy.
She's streaming.
Yeah.
I can do it.
It's a top times my word.
I'm a poison spray that fish.
Okay. It's con saving throw, correct?
It is.
That is going to be...
Right.
It's a cantrip, that's why. But I feel like it's personal because I have to get up in your face, and just the way I have it in my head, it's like
It's
fucking.
a 16.
It's a fail.
Yeah.
So close.
Fail.
Yeah, that is a fail.
It's been what, since Gendry?
I think it's been since Gendry since I poison sprayed someone. That's not so great. It's not so great. But it's 22 poison damage
Okay.
Nice.
for a cantrip.
Nice.
So as you see the raking claws come down Letus's back, small spurts of blood and chain link armor sort of out in this fireworks display as the damage is dealt. She quickly turns around to gauge the immediacy of her surroundings, sort of the fury of combat. And as she does, she turns directly into a cloud of this yellowy mist sort of moving towards her that almost ignites in this ignited cloud of incendiary sort of poisonous smoke. And you see her take it in immediately. The entirety of the outside of her mouth goes green, and you see it almost crawl back underneath her skin. Seemingly all damage delivered as intended, and she now is hacking and coughing and seemingly having difficulty keeping herself together. Not in the toppest of drawers at the moment. Bonus action for
I'll
you?
just for flavor here, I'm gonna like push that, not that it actually moves her, but like push her aside, look at the other one and be like, and then I'm gonna cast bonus, or
Bonus action.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Letus at 4th level.
Okay.
Since he keeps taking so much, he keeps taking all the damage!
He's only taken...
All of it. They have not attacked the rest of us.
Yeah, we have no idea how bad they hit.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen Letus in a lot of fights. He's definitely taken damage, but he hasn't taken too much damage.
That's
He's taken
great.
a nominal amount of damage.
He hasn't taken life transference damage.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry, how much?
Only 13.
13.
I mean, 13 is good.
Oh yeah, it's better than not. Well, it was 2 1s, a 2, and a 3.
All right. That brings us back to Hara.
For a 4th.
Dragon lady. The girl with the dragon all body.
How far away are they from me? Are they still within 5?
I mean,
you have 10.
you have eyes, right? Like, what's...
I know, but like, you don't know. I'm gonna bite the one
I
who's
totally know.
She's getting in the block
not
from me.
poisoned.
Okay.
I'm gonna bite the red guy.
All right, roll an attack. Skadi, ready on the math?
I missed.
That hit.
She didn't even.
18 was the roll. So what? I'm plus 13.
31, so she hits.
You were aiming
I swear
for
one of you said I missed. and-
She missed the thing, but she hit with the roll.
Okay.
I
Because I got
rolled
a I
into
miss
this.
and that hits.
Yeah. The
You had
AC
me
of
fucked up.
the die roller.
She missed her.
Jackie has no aim. Hera dragon form.
All right, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Best thing I've seen on TV.
I'm gonna do this one. My bite is
That's
2.
plus 8. 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay.
Chomp damage.
So as soon as the dragon descending down on him, immediately you see the demon duck and go to like launch himself forward, ready to fly away and escape. And right at that moment, you see these gnarled teeth close around, and as the body moves forward, you see the wings splayed completely back, now locked in the teeth of this dragon. The connection to the shoulder blades wiggling frantically like a dying bug trying to escape, and then you see the mouth lift up. The demon suspended by the wing attachments just dangling there in place before you see the teeth throw him up, just landing in a furious cloud of pinkish red mist sort of erupts, followed by a oozy meaty carcass that falls as the dragon looses the grip. The
Two claw
demon
attacks against her.
seemingly unable to maintain.
Well, my threat didn't mean shit. Anyway.
And with a
I mean, he was next though, so like, you know.
I'm gonna grin at her all bloody and go.
Roll your attacks. Roll the attacks.
23.
Hits.
Oh, wait, no,
So
no, it's
fast?
14 to hit?
Yeah.
28.
20, yeah.
I mean, if 23 hit.
And then
29.
Yeah. Oh my, she did it.
Hey!
I can
Nice.
math.
Well,
Okay.
let's
That
not.
time.
Let's maybe
She
settle
learns
down.
by watching.
Like, what's up? Okay, sure, yeah.
Just roll all the dice.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
I needed to make sure that I was doing the right dice.
16.
16.
For the first one.
13.
So 19 slashing total, correct? So Igzer.
29.
29.
16 and 13.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You meet over there too?
Look, it's tough in the moment, okay? So you see.
Confirmed, am I right, Michael?
You see the claw
Demonetized!
come across the back of the remaining demon who is now scattered and scared. The claws almost throw out these ribbons of flesh on the first swipe through. And those of you at the angles, specifically Walker and Letus, would see there's almost these small sort of semicircle divots in her form where this massive chunk of flesh has been carved through. Then with a more furious strike, you see the dragon rear up again, unleashing a set of claws, and like a poorly put together sushi-made checkerboard, she begins falling, and her form rips apart, crumbling under its own weight, hitting the ground in pieces. And it seems as if, for the moment, you have defeated the contingent of guards, maintaining presence over the infernal engine.
That was too easy.
You are 100% a dragon.
Yeah. Well, it says that my languages are common and draconic.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Some dragons even have shape-shifting. She could stay a dragon and become Hara.
I mean, this says I have
what the-
shape change.
That one does.
Yeah, okay.
Can I shape change?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shape change into me.
Okay. There's some very weird meta, non-meta shit going on there, but yeah, I like
I'm
it.
still a dragon.
All right, go for
but
it.
I'm me, she says, as Hera.
Super nailed it.
Do I still have blind sense as shape changed me?
No.
Okay,
Oh, no, you would, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to blind sense to see if there's any Inviso people.
Make a perception check.
Would it cost an action for me to also do that?
Yes, I'm going to say that we're not in
I think we'd
initiative
all
currently
be
at the
looking
moment.
at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it feels a little too, not easy, but it also feels a little too easy.
Okay.
So I would like to try to perceive.
Am I using my perception or the dragon's perception?
You'd be using a dragon's perception.
Do we all get a roll?
If you want one.
25.
Okay.
Yours is higher.
30.
26.
30.
I'm just not even gonna get in this one.
Okay.
I don't see it.
I got them dainty ass good eyes.
Yeah, them subtle eyes, them conversation eyes.
Yeah, I got them hungry eyes. What's up, 1980s?
So you're all looking around.
That's right.
The viscousy remaining forms of the demons you've already laid waste to sort of slopped onto the ground in front of you. The air is quiet and still. The subtle hiss now boiling the blood that's spilled across the general area around you. Sproigins a little bit more removed from it.
Yeah, I've been able to.
Yeah. Really just trying to take in your surroundings more than anything.
But also watch, I want to see what this dragon can do.
Okay. So you all are focused on your surroundings, trying to take everything in. The whirring hum of the infernal engine, like 1,000 whispers mixed with this sort of gnashing of fleshy parts, all at the same time, kind of creating this cacophonous, soft hum and echo throughout the area. The air is this extremely thick, heat-filled dew that almost hovers above you, but it's all quiet and still. Sproigins. You almost feel an extremely faint breeze. And as you kind of react, focusing, looking around, you hear a voice. We've been waiting for you for a long time. Are you ready?
Nope.
That's disappointing. And you kind of feel this almost like gentle touch across the back of your armor. Almost this dainty placement.
It's like someone's trying to do music on a coupling.
And then the voice stops.
Does it sound like Galfon? All right, Galfon's here.
My blind sense doesn't pick up where he is at all.
You didn't see him, no.
Well,
I know that it like wasn't on many levels, and like, but like the voice was very similar, but not quite Libus's, and like Kira was like motherfucker, but
I'm gonna dragon up.
Okay.
Move away. I want to get you guys to move away from the engine. Yeah, I have the I'm gonna do it face.
I would like to hide behind that rock.
Okay, so Walker jumps behind the rock. Sproigins behind the engine.
I'm Letus, come here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna back up. We're gonna back up as far as we can. I'm gonna stay next to Letus, whatever his movement is.
Okay.
But
And you guys would have heard me yell, Galfon is here.
yes,
So,
so I have an action ready.
And I will fly up
Okay.
and face the direction that Sproigins is at.
I would like to cast a spell when possible.
Okay.
And I'll be just behind the rock.
Behind the rock?
Yeah, just this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
With your 80 fly speed, you're able to get there without too much issue.
And when I know where Galfon and whoever else he's been like,
Your mama.
yeah, anybody else who appears, I'm going to use my breath.
Okay.
I am holding just there it is. Firestorm.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds fucking tight. All right. With them moved out of the way,
Sending.
I'm gonna
Tag along.
Okay. What are you sending?
What's his name?
Galfon.
Galfon's here. Be ready.
Okay.
So you guys get out of the way. I'm gonna look to see if I see Galfon, and I'm gonna reach down and put my hand on the cube, and then you hear me yell, "We must protect this house!" And then the mansion.
And you're doing it directly behind the infernal engine?
Oh, man.
Okay, so as you focus on the cube, concentrating your energy, spending just a brief moment to activate it.
Isn't this thing huge?
Not that huge.
100 by 100 feet.
I don't think it's that big.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like it's smaller.
It's like a
It's a
fortress.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that.
I have my wings up.
The fortress is a square tower,
Fortress.
20 feet on the side and 30 feet high.
20 feet on the side, 30 feet high. Oh, might have been the baby version of it, I suppose. In either case, as you are...
The Mordenkainen's 9th level, like, fortress, that's the fucking big one.
As you're focusing, we must protect this house! You actually see the small inch-by-inch cube, and it rolls beyond here, almost as if it, through its own volition, just kicked up. And
out of my hand?
No, it's on the ground.
Yeah,
I put my hand on it.
Hand on it.
Oh, okay.
So his hand gets kicked.
All right then. No, sure. Do me a favor and
I'm trying to protect this house.
make a wisdom saving throw.
No problem, Deej. Trash. You know what?
Yep. You know what?
Better time than ever.
It's gonna make it in the tray this time and be a natural 20.
Well, don't put that on.
Oh my god!
It's a natural 20 in the tray! You Monday to Fridays better put them 20s in the chat.
All right, so as you are placing your hand, preparing the activation of the fortress, you feel almost this gentle hand touch your shoulder.
Bro.
And a whispering begins to creep into your ear. And your mind is stunned. Your thoughts are scattered. And this tiny voice again creeps in. You work for us now.
You sound like a bitch.
And you see the expansive cube immediately begin to send ripples. And this massive fortress wall begins to
10d10. What's up?
Surround the area. Go ahead.
Math.
That's a balls trash, a bunch of ones. Actually, no, it's only one.
It's a dexterity save, correct?
I think.
Dex save on the force damage from a fortress opening around you.
Let me tell you.
We'll just go with a dex save.
Yeah,
I believe
dex
that's
save.
Correct. Yep.
It's only DC 15.
Okay, that's gonna be a
But-
big old 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Okay,
roll.
Kira, please.
Here. What is this one?
That's a 10.
Okay.
That's the Witcher die. Landed on the Witcher symbole.
While you are counting that up,
That is a
do you know what we are going to do?
What are we gonna do?
We are also going to count up.
Ooh.
And we're going to count up to 34 because we're going to welcome each and every one of Mute Maxwell's guests.
Oh!
Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for swinging by.
Hello! Hello!
We are actually in the middle of our math portion of D&D.
32.
Some of us are terrible at math.
It's like, just kidding. We are right now
like
in the
60.
throes
32 plus 18.
of a very subtle and potentially
50
Very
points of force
subtle.
damage.
50 points.
bludgeoning.
Ooh.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah!
And the
Take that
object is pushed,
Yeah. So,
which is why I wanted you
shit.
guys to get out of the way.
as you place your hand on the fortress.
Which way is it tilted?
Well,
I mean, it's not gonna tilt backwards.
where is he? You see
Right.
a Galfon come bursting out of invisibility, thrown backwards. The fortress itself, the wall begins to push out from behind the infernal engine, and you see the bricks begin to crack and crumble and break before the walls beyond it push through, expanding and exploding beyond the infernal engine, seemingly too powerful, too physically stable to be pushed by such a force, though it seems as if
Them thick bricks.
as the dust settles, the individual bricks come tumbling down, and the dust reveals it's been scathed and damaged, but seemingly too resilient. Galfon, now exposed, stands up quickly, brushes himself off,
Take some cold breath.
and all of you hear, right as he's standing up, "Good. I didn't want to wait around anyway." And you hear this sort of thundering leap, and Obex's form lands directly on the ground in front of you, and you see crumbled into the corner
Your guys' mom.
another demon appear. We also want to make sure we are welcoming Insane Templar. Most of them were. I dig it. Like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for the follow. And Kasumi and Kitty. Welcome to the Action Junkies. Thank you for that support.
Bam, bam!
Make sure all of our new peeps from the Mutant Maxwell's game, go ahead and throw that follow. We are also matching bits to the Pride emote. We are currently matching all bits using the Pride emote. We are making a donation at the end of the month to the Trevor Project for any cheers using those emotes. So do that if you want to assist the party in getting on down.
Just gave a head nod.
Yeah, with that being said, I will go ahead and let you get your frost breath off. It's a dex save, if I am not mistaken.
It is not. It is a con save.
For the frost breath?
Yes, it is.
Interesting. Okay, that is a 21.
Is it?
It's 20.
Yeah, but do they take damage?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, half damage, so come on.
I was also holding
Go
it.
ahead and roll it. Yeah, what's your action you want to do?
I was holding a firestorm.
Okay, Firestorm. Go ahead.
Like a neat spell.
Roll that.
I don't roll it.
You place it.
I
Where-
place it.
Yeah, where do you want it?
Where are they?
Well, you
And my breath is a
you would
60-foot cone.
you'd have to. Oh, then it's not gonna get there.
It's not going to get him.
Not gonna get Galfon.
Would it get that other one?
I mean, you could probably point it at whoever you want.
Yeah. Who do you want to hit here?
I think we all know who Hara wants to hit.
What do you want to do?
Hey, brother.
Okay. Then I'm gonna re-roll because he's got different stats. And that's just a lot. Just a ton. Just a ton.
I mean, you know,
Tons of that.
but it's like cold.
I'll let her do that 'cause
So
I got
maybe
stuff.
that's a thing.
Yes.
They do things where I try to do math.
Okay, so Galfon
Yeah.
Well, so I get 10 10-foot cubes.
Yeah.
I would like to have them go. Can I reach from Galfon to Obex?
Can you just
We'll say sure.
put them wherever you want?
They have to be touching at least one side of each other.
We'll say sure.
Okay, so I would like them to stretch from Galfon to Obex through the Infernal Engine.
Nice. Oh, did the Infernal Engine get
You
pushed?
can't occupy physical space. So you can't put them inside something.
Did the Infernal Engine get pushed?
It seemed to flex a touch, but it did not seem to be pushed, no.
Okay.
Okay, then behind the Infernal Engine so that we don't have a giant fire cube in between us then?
Okay.
Okay,
So, what's the save on that? Sorry?
they need to do a dex saving throw.
All right, Sproigins, go ahead and dex saving throw for me, please. And as the firestorm becomes spreading across from one end of the small central area to the other, you see Galfon kind of stand up, his robes completely set ablaze. And all of a sudden, as it continues to burn away, it reveals this sort of blackened cloak that is underneath as he kind of maintains his position in the fire. Obex, seemingly not reacting.
Oh, but he would because I have. He takes full damage even if he's.
You don't overcome immunity.
Oh.
You overcome resistance.
Good to know.
22
And
for
it-
my deck save.
So you save, but you're still going to take
You do
damage.
save, yes.
And mine is, I rolled 64 cold, so 32 cold damage.
Okay.
I can't believe you called that fucking corn. It was the tightest.
Yeah. You're just gonna roll an answer 20 anyway. Let's just do it.
I have one too many now.
Put it in the chat.
That one. Okay. Sorry, Sproigins.
We'll see if I maintain concentration.
What do you got up?
Her as a dragon.
You will not.
Shit. Natural 20?
I think you technically choose to reroll ones. It says
I
you-
didn't roll a
Shit,
single
yeah, shit,
one.
didn't he?
Oh shit. Okay.
It's 47. Oh, which is halved because you saved.
Right.
21.
My
No, 47.
Oh, 24.
well,
Concentration
let's
check.
see if I can get a natural 20 because my con is 0. Nope. You're not a dragon anymore.
Hara, go ahead and make an acrobatics check as your wings fall away in dragon form.
I'm gonna use the breath.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
And you begin plummeting towards the earth.
Can I bonus action pop my wings?
Not as a reaction, no.
Cool. 23.
23. So you are able to largely stabilize yourself from the fall. You do take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as the abrupt stop from a height of 15 feet is a little difficult for you to manage, but as gracefully as you can, 4 points of bludgeoning damage. You land, stabilizing yourself on the ground. Now, you see Galfon almost stretching himself out a little bit, seemingly unconcerned with the events that have transpired thus far. Obex, you actually see very casually kind of just slowly begin moving this way, only taking about 10 or so feet before he looks at Galfon. And he turns around to look at you. And these tiny little foot-long wings on his massive 20-foot form.
Little gin wings.
Yep. We're gonna pick up next week, rolling initiative.
No! I want to take you out to battle next.
Make sure you maintain all of your used spells. Maintain your health totals.
Oh yeah.
I'm all good.
But,
I didn't use anything.
sinking you into the bait.
Doesn't
demons.
Sproigins only have to get half as much to keep concentration?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
So you only needed to get a 12.
12, yeah.
Oh, he had it.
Oh yeah, I have it.
You had like a 17.
My dude.
My bad. It's been a
Still
while.
a dragon.
I'm a dragon!
For some reason, I thought he was rolling against 47, which is why I thought you needed a 20. All right.
No, I forget that because it was already halved.
All right.
I forget
So
that.
you're all right. Yeah.
I'm glad I thought of that now instead of like.
It's halved on a halved on a halved.
Yeah.
Warcaster.
Have the.
Which gave me advantage. Bugged me out.
All right. So.
Still a dragon.
Yes, you are. That is where we are going to pick up next week. The close encounter of Hara and Obex finally showing down.
So
Siblings.
11 days ago, we were in hell, and we killed her one brother. Yeah.
12 days ago.
12 days ago now. Yeah, for those of you who were confused about the timeline in game.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're here to kill her other big bad brother.
And then
that's
also
not why you came here, but yeah, now you have that opportunity.
I mean, he was on the list.
And then also
wait,
maybe
they-
her mom. Which
That's
is also
also a
Walker's
thing.
mom.
Yes.
They didn't know they were coming to hell to kill Libus either.
We're gonna make sure that we have.
We're gonna kill my
update
whole
ready to
family.
go.
A whole lot of
Recap.
sibling
Other
stuff
than my
going on.
dad.
So
And then also your dad is also around.
Episode 50.
all right.
Oh
So,
shit, we have something awesome for 50.
yeah, we are going to be coming back to a pretty substantial throwdown for 50.
I am so excited. I feel weird about being super excited about killing my brother on the 50th episode.
I mean,
don't.
Galfon and your mom are also here,
If
so
he's
like, let's
anything-
think about that. But
Anything like your other
before we even get
He's not.
into that, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you guys so much for spending time. I have to do the obligatory, make sure you hit that follow. Oh my goodness. Is that Lucas? Lucas, whoever that person is, first of all, what's up?
This is like 6th grade football player, Lucas.
Yeah, that's what. I want to do that just for Lucas, because Lucas is absolutely the man or woman or however he chooses to identify. Thank you. No? No? Maybe?
Nah.
No. All right. I don't know what's
We
going
just
on.
like you, Lucas.
If your name is Lucas,
Yes.
You're cool.
you got a bomb-ass
Absolutely.
name.
Let's go. So, I'll figure out what was happening.
Maybe
Regardless,
it was Luke. It's Luke. It's
probably
just Luke.
Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So-
Lucas.
I am your
It's
father.
probably Uncle Luke from the
Okay.
Miami
Maybe it's Bill.
area.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's Bill.
The
Intense. Excellent.
50th
Bill.
Are we like Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Guys, we're
Loose.
segueing. All right, we got way too loose, way too late. We are going to go ahead and get out of here, but before we do, we
like a
want
realist
to
guy.
remind everybody we are going to be matching all bits cheered using the Pride emotes the entire month of June. So make sure you are supporting the stream. Make sure you are showing these guys some love, getting that bonus XP,
Matching them
Also-
and doing what with it?
donating to the Trevor Project. So make sure that you do that as well.
That's across all 3 of our streams, correct?
Correct.
Yes. Anytime we are streaming, we're going to be matching those bits with a donation. Also, we are going to be back again on Sunday with Sproigins doing Dark Souls, so please join us for
That's
that.
right.
Wait,
It's
so
so
not
great.
get good, so don't tell him to.
I mean, yeah, that's a
Yeah,
whole,
it
But he'll
doesn't.
be
That
drinking
doesn't
that dancing
encourage
juice.
someone who's trash.
yeah, that's not helpful.
Yeah. Wait, I can just get better
Yeah. Why not?
the whole time?
Yeah. Make sure you are checking out our YouTube vids so you are getting caught up if you're not familiar with the campaign already, because we are getting into the heck of thick of it. We're getting super thick, so make sure that you are catching up if you are able to, and continue to ride into us as we go into season 2 in the very near future. and then
Double seeing the thickness, but
yes.
season 2.
Lastly, remember, all of our subs are going to be getting free, free 5e supplemental content. So do make sure you are throwing those subs. Do make sure you are gifting those subs. Spread love to the community, and make sure that you're being a part of everything that we've got going on, because you guys have been so fantastic. Now that I've talked long enough to make sure that everybody is gone, we are going to rate it forward. We are going to continue to spread love and jump into Hyper RPG. We're going to go say what's up to them, make sure that they are doing their D&D thing on a quality level. You know what I mean? Getting loose and tight at the same time. You know what I'm saying? A wink, wink, demonetized.
Demonetized.
Yeah, no, it was clearly on purpose. But we are going to go say hi to them. So put your 20s in. Let them know that you show them love too. And until we see you next
50th
time,
episode.
it's going to be 50.
Episode 5.
Yeah.
0.
I'll see you guys on Sunday. DJ will see you on Wednesday, and then we'll all see you.
50th episode.
I'm 50. All right.
50 episodes in.
Until we see you next time.
Bye.
Party on.
Bye. Bye.